Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break. Brought to you by Sandhills Global. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. It is still the tundra outside here in Lincoln. Negative degrees again this morning.
Let's not talk about that.
No school again for the kids today. They might have the whole week off of school this week, actually.
No, not Friday, right?
I'm going to guess they're in school Friday, but there's a good chance out tomorrow, or at least late start, which we know Bill will love. A late start for schools, potentially.
The late start has stirred up a lot of emotion.
It did. It has.
I got some texts last night from people laughing about watching the late starts come across the screen at the bottom.
Excruciating.
Yes. Rough day for the kids.
Yeah, weather. I'm sort of over the weather talk, if you don't mind. But you guys
That is the king of idle chit chat, though.
Yeah.
It's a big part of it.
Oh, I
you know.
witnessed idle chit chat yesterday.
Oh, you
by the way.
did?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I
At
did.
the store?
Yeah, I witnessed it. And Bill, I bit my tongue.
What happened?
Yeah, this is idle chit chat.
Can't just let us
Dave-
hang like that.
Trader Joe's.
What are you doing on this side of town?
That was confused by
yeah,
that too.
What were you doing over on that side of town?
At
South Point.
Yeah.
1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Were you lost?
No, I ate Trixie's pita crackers. They're from Trader Joe's.
Oh,
They're
no.
Trader Joe pita crackers. You can only get them at Trader Joe's.
Okay.
And that's a no-no.
Yeah.
So I had to go get 2 boxes in the middle of the day to avert any issues. And I got a Kringle too. Do you know what those Kringles are? You're a Kringle guy, right?
Absolutely.
We had one here before a few months
Yeah.
ago.
Pecan Kringle. Was
Oh, yeah.
Trader Joe's.
Did you get one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a
That'll
pecan
change your life too.
Those are good.
Yeah, and I handled this situation. There were the checkout girl and there was a lady in line that got her stuff, and they were talking about their cats. I got a Persian cat. I got an orange cat. And
You say it just like that? Persian cat.
yeah,
Okay.
and then I do the cat shelter after work. Yeah,
Yeah.
The conversation went on and on, and I didn't do anything.
They should have glided to the side, though, right? Glide to the side.
The lady did not glide to the side.
She should have, though.
She should have. I just looked at my phone and was listening to them intently because I was just appalled. And sorry.
They know you're behind them, right? They can see you standing.
100%.
It's obvious you're in line.
In fact, the lady's facing me. She's talking to the girl, but she's facing me kind of. Because she's down the way a little bit. Oh yeah, I'm standing there, They know. It's fine. I'm not doing it. I didn't say anything. I didn't act miff. I was friendly. It was all I could do.
Approximate time you waited for this conversation to end.
I'm going to say 2.5 minutes.
That's
About cats.
That's rough. That's rough.
It wasn't the weather.
Nope.
Nothing about cats.
Idle chit chat
Yeah.
about
Cats. At Trader Joe's.
For almost 3
You
almost
went
3
because you
minutes.
went on a bender eating pita crackers.
They're
that weren't
irresistible.
that you were not really responsible.
And right. I didn't show any restraint at
Any
all.
restraint. Yes.
There was a point where I was like, okay, half the box is gone. I'm just going to do this whole
Had
thing.
you just opened it up the box too?
No, it was yesterday or the day before.
Okay.
And Trix didn't notice. I shouldn't go on the air with this because now she'll notice. I don't even think she noticed, but she would have noticed eventually, and there would have been hell to pay. They're really good crackers. So I went and got 2 boxes in the middle of the day to avert any problems. And then I got
That was a smart move.
Yeah.
That was a great move by you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I thought it was.
Except for
the cat.
3 minutes waiting in line.
I've never
for
been
the cat story.
Right. And I'd never been to Trader Joe's. Never
They've been talking about their Harley Davidsons. Would that have been different for you?
It's funny you asked that because I had my Harley Davidson coat on.
I just wonder if you'd be like going, hey, would you have jumped in the conversation if that would have happened?
You talking Harley?
Yes, he's talking Harley, sir. Let me in this thing. Where you guys going?
No, I don't know what I would have done. in that case, but they were talking about their cat. And I hope I didn't offend anybody. It was a fine trip to Trader Joe's. There you go. Idle chit
Except for 3 minutes.
Trader Joe's is a bizarre store to me.
Very
Why would you
bizarre.
say
it's a
that?
strange place.
I'm interested in your thoughts on that.
It's just got a lot of different items, and it's not a very big store.
No, it's not.
Half of it's liquor.
It's not what I thought.
Half of it's liquor.
Oh no, is that true?
I haven't been there in like 8 years.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know. It's been
When
a
you
long
walk-
time.
Oh yeah, when you walk in, like the left side, I mean, it's wine.
Okay. Yeah,
liquor.
you're right.
There's a lot of liquor there.
The left side,
Yeah,
he's right. As you
you
face
walk in.
outside.
The question
What's that?
did,
No,
Oh,
no, just the opposite.
when you walk in,
When you walk in, it's to your left.
that's where the liquor is.
Yeah,
did you look left at all?
yeah. Because it's a very that what freaks me out is it's not a very big
Not very
store,
big.
and people will just like you traveled across the city to get there.
The certain pita
Yeah.
crackers.
There's certain
Did
food
you
and
locate them at least with ease or not? The crackers?
That's a good question. You can't really miss too far because it's so small. But no, I wouldn't
Yeah.
say with ease. In fact, no. There was an occurrence. I
Yeah.
asked a guy. There was a gentleman worker. I said, "Where are the pita crackers?" And they're right there, like right
And
by me. He goes, well,
like,
he
"Sir,
goes, you're in luck. They're right here.
here.
You open your eyes, it's right in front of you.
So they were, yeah, you know how that place is, though. Everything kind of blends in.
Isn't it amazing
A lot of
how
granola.
you know if you're at Hy-Vee or you're at any store, you might even be at this,
I'm
you,
listening to
you
you.
name it, and you can just pick when you see someone, you're like, that person right there knows where everything's at. And this other person, you know, there's a chance that they don't even know that they're even in the store.
100.
It's just like if you ask them, they're kind of going to either look like, I don't know, man, give it a shot. But then somebody else would be like, yeah, that's aisle 13. When you walk down there, you're going to see the floor wax, and right above the floor wax, you're going to see that's exactly where it's at. And there's 2 brands there. Now they'll give you the brands too, and you're just like,
There's
it
that
blows
person.
you away. You're
Yeah.
like this is
It's
incredible.
impressive.
And these are somebody that has it look like, whew.
Yeah,
I have no idea if we even sell that.
They look at their phone.
Yeah,
and
look at their
they-
phone. Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
ask my manager.
Yeah, and all somebody you know who that person is.
Yep.
You can pick them out from a mile away.
You're 100%
Yeah.
right.
I bought cabbage yesterday.
You did.
Is that
I've
is that a euphemism?
And I know.
We don't have to talk
no,
about
no, do not. Do not.
Bought
No,
cabbage.
everything's legal.
Okay,
Yeah.
so why'd you buy cabbage?
Laura was making a runza casserole. I've never purchased. So it took me. I was in Hy-Vee for 20 minutes trying to find cabbage, just trying to read. See, is this cabbage? Is this really cabbage?
It's really cabbage.
Yes, it was a lot.
What
Yeah.
color was it?
It's that. It looks like cabbage has a look of a iceberg lettuce kind of type of look, but a little
Yeah.
different. And I could pick it out, but here was the problem. Down below there was no signs. It just said cabbage in the smallest of print, and I didn't have my readers with me.
Oh no.
So now I'm squatted down trying to read this to see if I'm getting cabbage. So there's a chance I come back with 2 deals of iceberg lettuce or something like that, which
Bill,
would
this
not
is
would have.
not cabbage.
This is not cabbage. It would
Is
not
it-
would have been good.
Does cabbage have a purple hue?
There's a hue to it, and Laura told me so. If you get the shredded cabbage, there's going to be a hue. This was not the shredded.
Purple?
Yes, I think you're accurate with that.
I sip. Nice.
Yes.
I would. Yeah, I think you could tell. I think there would be you could make the distinction.
And if somebody also, when I go shopping, I walk every aisle and just buy stuff that I want. There is no plan really, except for Laura had to tell me, here's the 4 things that I need.
Mm.
That was disturbing to me. It was like, it took me a
Oh,
lot.
there's
And,
some pressure there.
yeah. And then checked all the way out, and I got the wrong crescent rolls.
Oh,
had to go back in the same line. The lady's like,
Wait
you're
a second.
back.
Did you get home and have to go back?
No, I figured it out when I was going through the checkout line. They brought the wrong.
So she
crescent rolls.
needed 3 things, and how many items did you actually buy at the store?
40 at
God.
least. Oh yeah. I just
Yeah.
started throwing.
You had your time, and it's okay. I'll get her 3 things.
Yeah.
But
I purchased
what did you buy?
40 Powerades. So actually I had more than that.
Why did you get 40 Powerades?
Powerade Zeros are really hard to find in other places. They're not at Sam's and they're not at Costco.
Okay.
Powerade Zero is the best. And
Okay.
Hy-Vee's
All
right.
right. That's fair.
So
That's fair.
I just buy it out.
Powerade Zero.
Yes.
You buy it out.
I do. I just wipe out the whole shelf.
Sorry,
Put it in the
guys. At
garage.
least I'm buying something.
You put it in the garage.
Yes, in the garage.
Powerade Zeros.
Crew Tough says, Jake, tell the guys there's purple and green cabbage heads.
Okay.
Thank
Didn't
you,
know
Crew
that.
Tough.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
that.
I think it'd be a different kind of green than typical lettuce.
I just couldn't imagine. It's for the first time in my life, though. What are you looking for? Cabbage.
Cabbage.
Yeah, so to get some cabbage. I don't know what else.
Was there ever thought of like sending pictures of the cabbage to Laura, or maybe FaceTime and say, "Is this the one you want? Does this look good?"
It's a smart move like that.
I
risked it. I
okay,
did.
and just came back with what you thought was
can
right.
get some real jams,
Yeah.
like chicken tenders.
Yeah.
Okay, now wait a second. There's all kind of different chicken tenders. So just don't write chicken tenders down. You got to be more.
You get some that are
specific.
stripped thinner.
Yeah,
some
right.
There's a lot.
big
going
ones.
on.
Don't just do chicken tenders.
Yeah.
If you're a woman giving a list to a man, you got to be specific on some stuff.
Then it was so specific. I go, do me a favor, text it to me. Okay. Or I was in the car. I texted it to myself as I got out of the car. Then I left my phone in the car.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. So then I was back to
memory.
It was back to memory, and I did it.
Your whole life has been memory.
Yes, I did.
Memory.
Yes.
Memorizing.
But going up and down and just randomly throwing stuff in a grocery cart, it's fun.
What time was that?
That was about 1:00. It was cold. It was very cold.
So when you were at Trader
Wait a
Joe's,
second. We were out.
you were
same
shopping
time.
at the same time as
Yeah.
Bill.
Same time.
How about that? We were
Different-
out and about at 1:00. It was not pleasant.
No, it was not.
No.
It was cold.
The road conditions were not good. And that's that.
The auto repair industry has to be giddy. People
Don't say that.
people are getting smashed up all over, sliding into each other all over the place.
Tracy's Body Shop and
Yeah.
others.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're busy.
It is. I hit the brakes yesterday at and this happens a lot at this corner. You've probably noticed at 33rd and
Holdridge.
help me. Is it Holdridge? Might as well
That'd be East Campus.
What's right over by Woods?
That's
33rd.
J.
Then
Yeah.
what? Come on, Jake. You're
South.
good. Yeah,
It's
south.
J Street.
Nope. There's another one. There's a
If you're talking about Woods Tennis Center, that's
Yeah.
J Street. It goes to. I'm pretty sure.
if you're going
Is there
33rd.
any
south.
relevance between 33rd and J and 33rd?
Yeah,
and
might as well just be this.
Just well tell the story.
Yeah, there's a blue
Randolph?
truck ahead of me, and it
Yeah.
slowed down, and then it stopped at the light, and I slammed the brakes, and I thought for sure I was going
Yeah.
into
I think
it.
you're looking for Randolph, maybe.
Yeah, Randolph.
Okay,
You got
there
it.
we go.
Good job, Jake.
But-
yeah, that one, that corner, there's crashes all the time.
Oh yeah.
The one that gets you the best, though, is when it's the icy corner and you go to turn and you don't turn. You just keep going straight. And you go, uh-oh, this is
Come
not
on,
good.
come on, Wheel.
baby. Come on,
What's
baby.
happening here?
No, that
Not
happened
right.
yesterday. It was scary. I was driving way too fast, and he stopped at the light, and I was a good distance behind him, but it was dicey. I had to go into the middle of the road. You can go in the middle without the oncoming traffic
Perfect.
getting you, and it was scary.
If there's
Be careful out there.
If there's a science teacher out there, could someone weigh in how I'm walking through Hy-Vee parking lot and it's slush, but it's 1 degree.
Look it out there right
someone
now.
needs to walk me through this.
Yeah, I don't get that.
And I know it's ground temperature. I understand that, but how can the ground temperature?
Well, look it right out
yeah.
there.
How can that
Better
be?
slush than ice.
Yeah.
But-
I thought that yesterday
Yeah.
too.
I'm like, why is it all?
How are some roads wet? Why is that?
I'm with you. I'd like to hear from
Figure that out.
science
This
people.
is idle chit.
I got some idle chit chat. I joined a cult last night.
A cult.
I joined a cult last
Okay.
night.
All right.
You want
Bill bought some cabbage. And
Yeah,
you
yeah.
joined a cold.
joined the yeah. For the first time in my life, I played pickleball last night.
Oh, that is a cold.
That is a cult. Now, this is a sport that's taken the world by storm, not just the country, but the world by storm. Building pickleball
Yeah.
courts everywhere. I went to
You
this
can't
new
build
place.
them fast enough.
I went to this place called Let's Pickle, 56 and Highway 2. Beautiful place, six courts,
Mhm.
a restaurant there. It's an awesome new space.
It's inside.
It's inside.
Where'd you say was that again?
It's
56.
56 and Highway 2. So
Okay.
over right by the Walgreens over there, by the old 7-day furniture in that area.
You went and played
I
pickleball?
played pickleball last night.
Did you play an
as a
old
te-
man, like a 70-year-old?
No,
Yeah.
I played with the people my age, some friends I went out with, and I thought, hey, I play tennis. This will be easy. And some things were easy, but it's the way that ball bounces. You have to anticipate it a lot differently. So I had some whiffs, I had some shanks, I had some good shots, but I think it was a pretty embarrassing first appearance for me last night.
For like
pickleball.
an athlete.
An athlete, somebody that plays a racket sport.
Right. For someone that plays a racket sport, yeah, it was embarrassing last night.
How many people played
There
with
was
you?
we rotate between 6 people. But you can have
It's like
4.
a party.
It was kind of like a party. It was there for an hour and a half.
If you're out, if you're not in the rotation, do you make smart comments at the other people? Do you? Because I think I would.
I couldn't because I was playing too badly. If I was playing well, I could make some smart ass comments. But I said it. I said smart ass comments. But
I guess that's okay. The show's trying to get turned.
Yeah, blame it on me. But no, I didn't say anything because I was playing very poorly to average. So I joined the Colt. Yeah. I could see myself playing pickleball soon again.
I'm gonna say this: pickleball's not going away.
Why'd you say that?
That I'm not convinced. The trend. It's on It's on ESPN.
It is.
I know.
Oh yeah, it's on the.
I'm not convinced.
Pickleball will overtake. But you know what this is? Tennis is gone.
I'm telling you, tennis is gone. Tennis is hurting. This is hurting tennis big time.
How's boxing going right now, Steve? Not good.
I mean, not good in our country.
Yeah.
But I think if you went to another country,
right
Mexico,
now,
for instance.
Could be, but I'm saying that's not. I mean, when's the last time? I mean, there's been.
I'm not arguing with you about
boxing
this
match.
Yeah. Stop it. I get what you're saying.
Who's the heavyweight champion of the world?
I think it's right now. It's Leon Spinks.
We would have known the heavyweight in the top 8 contenders back in our day.
I know.
We would have known that.
But I'm not convinced on your pickleball proclamation, which is fine. I respect your opinion greatly.
It's been around big time for like 8 years.
Yeah,
now.
I know. I'm all familiar with it.
It's been getting bigger.
I have a friend who quit the newspaper business and is now a pickleball writer. So yes,
a writer.
100. Alex is his name.
Wow.
And
you sat down you had 2 piles of cash or a pile of cash. You had to pick one. I'm going to build some indoor tennis courts or indoor pickleball courts.
Pickleball.
Not even close. You wouldn't even consider it.
Right now.
Wouldn't even consider it.
Right now, but would your investment be very short-lived?
No.
This was popular 5 years ago, but it went belly up.
Yeah.
It's not showing any signs of slowing down. Yeah. It's getting more and more people.
They're building restaurants inside the place.
And it's a nice restaurant. Like this place is great. Let's Pickle. Free advertising.
What
by
a
the
great
way.
name. Let's Pickle.
Great place. I'd go
Do
back.
they sell pickle tickets?
I didn't see pickle tickets there.
That'd be nice if they doubled down with that.
You might be right. We're never going to know. I mean, or unless we're doing this show 10 years from now. You got to give it 10 years. See if it's around in 10 years.
Okay. Well, let's mark this one down.
I mean, is it so you think it's like skateboard? Skateboarding's still big. That wasn't a fad. That came about, I think, when we were kids, basically, and it's still around big time. That come around when we were kids.
Skateboarding
in a big way.
In a big way. Yeah, it was super popular. I had a skateboard. Yeah. Rode it all the time.
It was a big
Went to
deal.
Lawrence's driveway. Yeah. And rode our skateboards like daily.
My mom bought me a big come on, what's the texture? It wasn't a wooden skateboard.
Mine wasn't wood either. Polyurethane.
Yeah.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Anyway.
By the way, Pickleball has its own TV network per Eric and Hickman. So you said your friends were writing about pickleball. They have their own. It's a pickleball network.
It's a network, Steve.
I wasn't.
It's not going anywhere.
You're gonna go network?
It's here to stay.
No, listen, there's no pushback from me on how big it is right now. The question will be, how big is it in 10 years?
Well, I joined the Colt last night. I was a little late to the party. I saw people at my gym like 11 years ago playing. I said, what are they doing? What is this game they're playing? And I could have joined them randomly 11 years ago. And it took me until last night to ever play the game.
I've watched it on TV. They have it on ESPN, like Mac and Roll play. Like they have the old guys playing it, and the younger guys too. There's pickleball tournaments and all that. It's kind of like a big version of ping pong, right?
It is.
It is.
It's in between ping pong and tennis. We need that. I got one last thing, sports related for Idle Chit Chat. I'm going to give you a score. Yeah. Last night, late night basketball. BYU 91. Kansas 57. I repeat, BYU 91. Kansas 57. Largest loss of the Bill Self era. They are 17-9. 17. They're going to be unranked next week. Kansas. This is the second time he's lost by 30+ points in the history of Bill Self at Kansas. And it's the worst loss in program history as a ranked team versus an unranked opponent. Kansas is dead right now in basketball. 17-9
might be a little much.
For their standards. That's bad.
Yeah,
unranked coming up here soon.
Do they have injuries or something?
No.
What if you're sitting around right now and you're Hunter Dickinson, and you're just like, I could be at Michigan, number one in the Big Ten. I'm here at Kansas, and at Kansas, I mean, it's real simple. It's Final Four, or it's a horrible season. It's kind of how it looks. A lot of times they don't make, but that's their goal. It's we're going to win it all, or it's Final Four. So right now at Kansas in this 17-9, that is, and they're playing horrific. They are absolutely are.
Hunter Dickinson
They
made
lost
a
by
business
34.
decision. Yeah, he made a business decision. I know he's getting paid well, but it probably doesn't matter.
And I think
nice
Jake
like
is
that.
so far off. He's so far off with the meltdown and the pizza. I mean, the comeback that had to happen right now. You would like to play some UConn. You would like to have
Not
that.
in the tournament.
You'd like
They
to
lose
play
yesterday?
them. Well, no, they won. They came back and beat a horrible Villanova team. But they were down 14. They were down.
I don't think I
14.
want any part
They
of
lost
playing
it.
the two-time defending national champs in the tournament. They're very good in the tournament. They know how to turn it on. I know they don't have the Klingon or Castle. They've
I
lost
don't
some
know.
players.
They're not that good.
No, you don't want to play them in the tournament.
They're not top 25 though, huh?
No, they're not. That is Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by our friends at Renew. Please call or text David at 402-833-3858 or go to renewyourauto.com. I do everything from body shop, ceramic coatings, window tinting, spray in bedliners, and more at renewyourauto.com. By the way, there's a basketball game tonight for Nebraska, 5:30, early game, 5:30 at Penn State on BTN. Do you guys want to guess the spread as of this morning for this basketball game?
Bill, you're good at this.
7 and a hook, Nebraska.
Yep.
On the road, that's a lot.
Now,
Whoa, that's a lot.
Let me remind you, Bear K Buchanan Gel is still out per Fred
So
Hoiberg.
it's lower.
Bear K is out tonight.
Nice hint. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Well,
That's
you
nice.
can read-
Nice hint, Jake.
Bill, you
Nice.
can
Well,
read-
after I gave my number, then you said, also remember this.
I'm going to say, Bill, you can
also remember this.
adjust your
No,
spread.
I'll just stay with it.
No, that's too much on the
Yeah.
road. I'd go 4.5.
As of this morning, Penn State is a 1.5 point favorite against Nebraska tonight.
They're not that
Penn State-
bad.
yeah.
I've watched them. That's
They're
surprising.
I think they're dead last.
Yeah, they're
They
not.
they
bad.
are 18th of 18th right
Yeah,
now in the
so-
conference.
but
Dead
the
last.
Big Ten-
They've lost 7 straight
I'm
games.
telling you, the bottom of the
You
Big
can't
Ten's not
say
that bad.
that. They're not that bad.
They're
They've
not that
lost.
bad.
Give us the last 7
They're
losses.
favored against Nebraska.
They're not. They're
They-
dead.
they've-
They're 18 of 18.
They've had a rough stretch.
They're ahead of Washington. They've taken over Washington.
I mean, here.
They are. The bottom's
Yeah.
not that bad.
Steve, what?
So they just lost at home to Washington.
to Washington.
At home.
They were
I watched it.
17th.
I watched
They
it.
were the
They look a little
17th team.
scary to me.
Then they had before they lost by 25 at USC, who just got beat at home by Minnesota.
Just give me a good result.
Your argument is failing in court miserably. Steve.
Before that, they lost by 24 at UCLA. Then they lost at home
at home.
by 8 to Minnesota.
Ooh, that was a good one.
No,
No.
that's at home.
No,
That was a tough one.
how are they 1.5?
So, yeah,
They're
they've-
1.5
they've
point
lost
favorite.
7
This is your
straight games.
chance.
I mean, I rest
If you've
my
ever
case.
wanted to bet $100,000,
They
I
lost
rest my case on Vegas, which you guys always say is smart. They have them as a 1.5 point favorite.
Now, to give you some, to start this,
I'm
losing,
not as big on Vegas as you guys are. By
to
the way.
start the losing skid, they lost by 1 point at Iowa. That's a fine loss. That was the first of 7. Then they lost by 4 at Michigan. That's a good loss. And then they got bad. They lost by 19 at home to Penn State, and then the results I told you after
Lost
that.
by
So-
19 at home to Penn State. Lost by 19 at home to who?
to Ohio State. Sorry,
Ohio
to
State.
Ohio State. So they had a 2 decent losses to start, and then it's been rough the last.
Well, we all
5
know
games.
that Vegas can be brutally wrong. I
Yeah,
guarantee
they
you.
can.
I guarantee you, last night Kansas was probably a 1.5 point favorite
Yeah, they can be brutally
over BYU, and they lost by 34.
Yeah, I don't quite understand. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I don't understand that line. I mean, I said I thought Nebraska would be a 4.5 point favorite. So I don't
Yep,
get
as of
the
right
line.
now, 1.5 point favorite is Penn State over Nebraska tonight,
There should-
5:30 at BTN.
So Nebraska should win by. What do you think?
I think they win by 12.
Okay.
I think they win
I
by
think,
12.
yeah, that's what I would have thought going.
If you
in.
bet tonight, if we all bet between us, we pooled our money and
Hit
put
Nebraska.
100,000 apiece,
Ooh.
300,000. How nervous would we be all day?
Very.
Very nervous.
very-
100,000. But just imagine
Would
the
you?
euphoria if that came through.
I'd be nervous.
I say that to whoever I'm sitting by all the time. I go, hey, what if watching some game? Hey, what if you'd have bet $400,000 on this? How pumped would you be right now? Very
We'd
pumped.
be very nervous.
Very,
though.
very nervous.
Pumped after the
The
very
nervousness
nervous
would be,
breakdowns.
would be nuts.
We'd be very
I could see Jake Lake countering back and just betting 100,000 the other way. Just
Hey, guys, I had to go the other
I
way.
had to go
I
there.
freaked out.
I freaked out, and I'm gonna take the loss. I'm gonna take the rub.
I panicked.
You know what? If we each put $100,000 on it, I wouldn't watch the game. I wouldn't.
Would you accept updates from us about
no,
it? Or not?
I'd say this.
If you had $100,000, if the score is 2-2 and you have a turnover, you'd lose your mind. You would lose your mind at 2-2 like that. Just
Every second is
I'd
agonizing.
go dark.
Yeah.
I'd go dark for
yeah,
3 hours.
Go really bad.
Let me
Why
know
did I
what-
do this?
Yeah, let me know.
We talking about Fred's hand surgery?
I didn't tell us. I missed this yesterday. I was out of the
don't-
loop in the
I don't
afternoon.
know.
What happened?
I
No.
was just walking by. I was in the kitchen doing something, and 10-11 Strong was on.
Okay.
And then they just had, and I just looked up. I didn't have volume, and it just had a picture of Fred, Coach Hoiberg, and it said hand surgery on
Not
it.
see it.
And so that's all it said. So
I
maybe
haven't
the line or the headline didn't match up what was real, because I was trying to think, when would he have had the hand surgery?
I didn't see
I'm
anything
trying to
about
find
it.
this
Yeah.
also.
Because I'm assuming they went directly from Northwestern to Penn State, right?
They did.
Yeah. So there was no
They
when
absolutely
would
did.
this hand surgery of or maybe they were talking about in the future. Maybe he's going to have to get hand
Get
surgery.
hand
I haven't seen anything about the surgery.
It was
actually
on
happening.
10-11 Strong.
What did the headline say? Did it say that
I don't know.
he's had the surgery?
No, I
Okay.
told you. Let's go over it again.
Okay.
Volume was down. Up on there, a picture of Fred with the words written, hand surgery.
Interesting.
And that's when I text you guys. I go, this freaked me out.
I don't
Okay.
I'm going, I'm like, when would he have done the hand surgery?
Don't know.
When would Dave Clare have done the hand surgery
Don't know.
for him at
A quick Twitter search does not show that he's had surgery yet. But
anybody else?
if anybody saw that or can confirm
Suits, you out there? Text in.
Kevin Suits does listen to the show. Kevin, any new
Kevin, text in.
what's
Let
the
us know
update about the hand
update.
surgery?
And I didn't hear the audio, so it may have been cleared up through audio.
Okay.
But the back splash was hand surgery, and it concerned me because I didn't know that. I thought maybe Dave Clare did the surgery like in his hotel room or something. That was a concern.
Not ideal.
Rick
That's
Rick Heyman weighs in on pickleball.
Oh, what'd he say?
Bigger than golf. Sorry, Sip. Bigger than golf.
I don't know if you're going to see the masters of pickleball.
They
True.
Have,
That's a good point.
I
Yeah.
don't see him all of a sudden.
they
yeah.
have he
Maybe in
said
terms of people playing it, possibly,
Yeah.
but not watching it.
they have pro courts and all that in
Yeah.
our community. He's wherever he is in Florida. Where is he in Florida?
Panama City Beach.
They have pro courts and all that. He said,
Does he have a car there you can drive, Jake, if you go visit him?
I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
Rick, do you have
Yeah,
a car I could
because-
drive if I
Because the
visited?
last time you went and visited him, you drove Heyman's car all over Arizona.
I drove it to Sedona.
He put on
That was 2 hours.
put on 2,000 miles on his car and didn't even tell him. Thought he told him he's just going to go down to
He
the
didn't-
grocery store and
He
back.
didn't give me a limit on
And when
miles.
he went to Flagstaff, just driving.
I
to
do feel
Palm
kind of
Springs.
bad about
Drive-
that.
Rick, you have a car? Yeah. Awesome.
I'm not in Arizona.
Awesome. Hey, Rick,
California
hey, Rick,
now.
I just got pulled over with your tags. There's an issue.
I'm in Palm Springs.
All right, Nebraska tonight at 5:30 on BT. And also news yesterday from the football staff. Is it Barthel or Bartho? Do you know for sure? We've never
CJ
figured out.
Barthel. CJ Barthel.
EJ Bartho, Nebraska's running backs coach, is sticking around. There are some rumors about interest from Texas and Penn State in him, but he sticks around at Nebraska, gets a big raise, extends through 2027, and goes from $293K a year to $450,000 per year in the raise for EJ Bartho, Nebraska's running backs coach
Yes.
yesterday.
Yes, there were
Some
actually
flirtations at all?
no, there were reports that there's a report in the Houston Chronicle, so it probably elevates above a rumor that he had talked to Texas. I don't know that there
That'd be above a rumor. I'd
yeah,
agree with
there's
that.
a Houston Chronicle report. And then the On3 website. Go ahead, guys. On3.
Hut, hut, hut.
There was the Penn State website that said there was discussion. I don't think there's any job offers.
I believe most of his career is Northeast, so I could see Penn State potentially being
Came from UConn,
maybe
of course, to Nebraska.
yeah.
Well, he had worked
Yeah.
at Penn State as also. He worked at Penn State. Okay, guys. He worked at Penn State in 2017 as the recruiting coordinator. Would that have been under
Yeah.
James Franklin? I suppose it would
Yeah,
have been.
Franklin's been there for what, 10, 12 years?
Okay,
Long time.
2017, Franklin was there. So that would make sense. I was asked on a radio show yesterday, why are they keeping him? I was surprised. I guess he's under fire in some quarters. I don't know. I mean, I would say this. I talked to him last summer, and it was interesting to me. This whole evaluation of coaches and assistant coaches is interesting to me in a lot of ways. he was talking about how he had these new territories, St. Louis, Chicago, I think were the main ones. And he's trying to get his foothold. He's trying to get a foothold in him. Nobody knew him. There was, and I thought it was interesting. Yeah, it just doesn't happen overnight. And so I thought of that. I thought of what he was saying because a lot of people are saying, well, he hasn't recruited anybody. My response would be, well, how about just give him a little more time, maybe? And also, I don't think the running back room has been bad. Remember his first year, the top two guys went down. Ramir and Gabe Irvin went down early in the season and were done. Emmett Johnson has developed fairly well. I would say this: what if Quentin Ives comes out and has 700 yards this year and averages 5 a carry? That's his. He brought him in. Then would you feel stupid if you were calling for his job? I mean,
It's a big hypothetical there.
a little bit. Maybe it might be. I don't know.
We haven't really seen him run at all.
No, but he's going to play a lot. He hasn't been in the rotation. But I don't know. I thought Emmett developed pretty well. Dowdell looked like he was going to be a good player to me, and then got a sack of money from Kentucky. Somebody saw something in him. He scored 12 touchdowns.
He did.
Emmett Johnson had 900 yards of all-purpose yards. So yeah, I was a little, I don't know. I wasn't looking at Barthel and saying, you got to get him out of here. I mean, I wasn't doing that.
There's always two positions in general that most positions take heat. The tight end position takes the least amount in general.
Yes.
That's usually a position where you don't just get crushed by the very seldom, like in here, how many times have we had a conversation? Now there was conversations about who's doing really well,
Right.
Who's doing but the surprising part of it is that how different it is. The two sports you talk about the most are football and basketball. And basketball is all on the head coach.
It's never assistant.
It's never assistant coaches.
Hardly
you
ever.
don't even talk about. They're like, yes, he's the defensive specialist. Yes, he does this.
Sort of.
The head coach runs it all. When's the last time you came out of a game? You just take football here. They're upset with this year was the special teams coordinator upset. They were upset with
wide receivers.
Wide receivers. So all these things going on, and they name names. They talk about them like that in basketball. Tell me one time when Nebraska's played bad this year, and the biggest thing you talked about was an assistant coach.
Never.
They don't even get mentioned. It's all head coach.
Yep.
And so
I can't explain.
It's true.
It's very odd because they're involved, especially defensively more so than anything.
Oh, 100
different specials. So they have involvement, but you don't
That's
even
the head coach.
But when you look down there, and it's hard when you look down and you see 12 to 14 people in polos. And it's just like you don't even know who's
who. Coaches.
If you look tonight,
so many.
There's two lines. There's a line of chairs and there's a line of chairs behind him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's 12 to 14 people and there's only
it's a
12 on the
massive staff.
team. It's insanity.
It's
If football matched the numbers like that, think about that. There'd be 250 guys on the sideline in polos.
Not much room here, guys.
or quarters.
Or quarter zips. They can change up. Yeah. By the weather. Yes.
Yeah, you don't do that though. We don't come in.
When's your basketball coach we ever said?
We don't say Nate Lenzer. What's the deal?
He's got to go.
Yeah.
He's got to go.
Right. Yeah.
And we got
we do that.
hey, save him. Bump him up. Hey, back the truck up. You can't lose that assistant coach.
No, I respect the opinion of the gentleman who was questioning me yesterday. I do. I respect it. I respect the opinions. It's fine. But it was striking to me. Yeah, he won Barthel gone. I was like, oh, okay. You can, I don't know. But you're right. It's very interesting that way. But that's
you usually get the
big-time
most things that you pick up from running back coaches from all my career being around them is when you talk about coaching, it's ball security. And number two is pass protection.
Oh,
because that takes your highest level. Because sometimes when you footwork's right and they hand the ball off, imagine being the running back coach. You had Barry Sanders. Well, he also made 9 guys miss on that play. So I don't know how you coach all that. It just, certain times you go, wow. And so, but pass protection is where the running back coach earns their money. That is where they learn. And a lot of times sometimes a lot of teams are free release, which we used to call scat protection, which means the running back never protected, which meant the quarterback was going to throw hot.
Mm-hmm.
If his deal was to get all 5 out. you have a Joe Burrow type ability to process, you get 5 out because he can get hot. He can get the ball out. But the running back protection, when there was one in the Super Bowl and it was Barkley who did it. It was a touchdown pass, or did an unbelievable pickup. That's where you're known at for your.
I think Emmett Johnson was. I mean, I think a lot of the reason he plays a lot is because he is good in pass.
Oh, you better know your stuff.
Why are you smiling, Jake?
Well, we got a text before we get to break from Wet Blanket.
The blanket.
Yeah,
the blanket. Oh, I love hearing from the blanket. This is awesome.
I love this one.
Is it directly to us, or is he texting Genghis?
It's directly to me.
It's directly to Steve. Steve Sipple.
You guys love this, so go ahead, Jake.
We love the blanket.
He says, hang on a second. So Sip wants to give a coach a massive raise this year as a reward for a guy who hasn't played it and might play well.
No, that's not why.
That is on brand.
That's not why. Wet blanket.
Oh, hey, hold it.
WB.
Hold, hang on.
That's not why.
Time out. No, do the head again. Wet
blanket. No,
blanket,
I don't know, Jake.
I'm
surprised you would.
The blanket sounds like he's on to something.
Firing Barthel
I
conversation.
didn't fire him.
No.
Interesting.
I didn't think he was great this year, but I wouldn't say to fire him.
Can I at least add that I think Blanket's text is kind of funny?
It's funny.
Yeah,
it's a funny.
It's really not
It's
funny.
It's funny.
It's a little funny.
Come on, WB has got some humor.
He's not that funny. I mean, the name Wet Blanket's funny. What he says is not that funny. And that's not what I said, by the way.
When we come back, I'm going to make you angrier by some potential
Genghis Corn,
some
check
TV
in.
news you won't like.
Oh, I know what this is.
Is he getting heated? It's going to get even angrier here when we come back from break on early break in the
Blanket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently. Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays. Games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
A new year means it's time to try new things. If you haven't tried Fear's Cheese Spread yet, the time is now. For the days you don't want to go to the gym, don't worry. Fear's Cheese Spread is there to cheer you up. And for the days you do get to the gym, why not celebrate when you get back with the best dip around? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Fear's Cheese Spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table. Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. You can't go wrong with one of their great bagel sandwiches or breakfast burritos. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln or their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Psst. You know what's better than waking up early to go to the airport? Sleeping in. Lucky for you, the lines at the Lincoln Airport are so short and our service is so fast. You won't need to sacrifice precious beauty sleep to get here hours before your flight. So, go ahead, sleep in. You deserve it, and choose the airport that helps you relax. LNK, make flying easy.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. The last few years have been wild, but we've been here for you through all the ups and downs, and we'll be here for you when you need us the most. For all your travels and for your day-to-day driving. With winter conditions causing problems all over town, the last thing anyone needs this year is constant car troubles. Let us help you drive in peace and make sure you drive to work and to winter destinations safe. A1 Automotive, 11th and L Street downtown, always honest answers.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, light snow possible this morning. Otherwise, partly sunny and cold. We'll see a high of 5 above. Tonight, mainly clear, very cold with a low of -18. And tomorrow, mostly sunny and cold. An afternoon high around 8 above. I'm meteorologist Kyle Klecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're on the air. Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
To more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Segment 2, as always, sponsored by our friends at Beck's Hybrids. Farmers, we know that volume discounts are a major factor in ordering seed, and oftentimes discounts are lost buying from multiple brands, but Beck's has the most diverse lineup in the marketplace. Go to beckshybrids.com for a full farm quote, and always remember the 3 F's: faith, family, and farming. Also today, Bryce Ebel at Brewer Fertilizer and Farms in Fall City is our highlights. 402-883-0556, part of the Beck's Hybrids Network.
Fall City is another, that would be more of a day vacation for me, type of getaway for a day. Fall City would be a day vacation for me. And now you can tie in Beck's with it.
Yes.
That's an incredible day. So I'll be getting down there here in the next month.
What will you do on that day?
What's that? Celebrate Beck's. The signs are everywhere.
Say no more.
When I drive, I've never seen a seed company come in and just take over a state.
I'm going to start doing this.
Yeah, just take it over.
You
What's
know,
going on? This is a big story, Jake.
Well, also, by the way, Ty, who he texted me and you, Bill, is that he's at HQ today in Atlanta, Indiana. He will see Sonny Beck today.
Whoa.
He's going to see Sonny Beck today.
We want to
Today.
get a selfie with him.
Yes, Ty, please.
Get a selfie. Send this to us.
Please get a selfie with Sonny. We need to see it.
Yes.
In Indiana.
You know what?
Atlanta, Indiana.
I had probably a pretty good chance also. Ty didn't drive out there.
Probably flew.
Sonny flew. Yeah.
Flew him.
Yes. That's big. Sonny, he whips that plane around a lot. He does.
The future of TV, as we all know, unfortunately for us, we already see it with Peacock, games on Peacock. Well, guess what? That's the norm going forward. The P. Saw a report yesterday that the future of the NFL might also be in streaming. We've talked about how we love CBS and Fox games at noon, 3:30, and you get the NBC games at nighttime. Well, guess what? Potentially, as soon as 2029, the NFL might completely go to Netflix.
That's hilarious.
Netflix. We're talking 4 years from right now, you might be watching the NFL purely on Netflix. Now, CBS and Fox have a contract through 2033 right now, but it could be
How can they cut
early.
in, Jake? How can they do that?
Netflix CEO was talking to a...
Here's the deal. I can tell you that.
Please do, Sip.
To answer To answer your question, the current deal runs through 2033.
Yep.
However, Bill, the NFL does own the right to pull out of the deal 4 years early. And there's been an indication of that being the plan. This would just affect Sunday afternoon, though, right? Currently, NFL Sunday afternoon package belong to Bill. Tell me, I was reading this last night, and I thought this is maybe another one of those things where me and you don't know this.
Okay,
but we should. Tell me if you knew this. Be honest. You're very honest. Currently,
hand to God,
NFL Sunday afternoon games belong to Fox on CBS, with Fox owning this is the part I wondered about, with Fox owning the NFC package since 1994.
Yes.
Did you know Fox was all NFC?
No. Well, I did
Really?
now. I didn't know since 94. Somebody said, what does Fox do? I just thought, okay, Fox is on. I'd figure it out. Yeah, okay.
Would you
it's
figure
NFC.
that out?
I'd figure it out.
I would not.
But if you told me, if you had to say, listen, who does Fox, what do they have? I would have got that.
Would you?
But since 94, I didn't know anything like from last year.
So did you know?
I'm just saying, like this year, I knew it was.
And you knew CBS was the AFC channel.
Yes.
I did not.
I did.
Anyway, that's the deal. Now, Jake, I was under the impression that this doesn't affect all of the NFL networks. This just affects the Sunday games.
Right. Well, that's when NFL usually is.
Yes.
I mean, you've got Thursday Night Football, of course, on
Right.
a one-off on Amazon Prime. You got
one off Monday night.
Monday Night Football on ESPN / ABC. So,
Sunday night.
Now, but there's three. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's
there's several networks.
We're talking about 13 of the 16 games of the week then that are affected.
Yeah.
Right.
So it is pretty significant.
The NFL.
The whole thing will be
it's
streamed
just
now.
odd when you say the word Netflix.
For NFL.
I would say this too. If all of a sudden Fox and CBS are blocked out, that would be amazing. I love the only game that I watch that I know I'm going to watch is the Sunday night game, because that game can get moved. That means it's not like a Monday night game. It's a flex game. So you're always going to get a good game for Sunday night. So that's a big deal.
So Prime Video owns Thursday Night Football.
That's correct. With Herb Street and Al Michaels on the call.
Bill, Prime Video owns Thursday night. ABC / ESPN owns Monday Night Football. And Peacock, with Peacock being an exclusive home for playoff games.
Streaming.
Yeah. So this is all getting
Like I said, everything is going to be streamed. The NFL.
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, I don't know what this looks like in terms of how you flip to different games. Do you have a local game? Is it going to will make everything more accessible? Like, there's no report in terms of if this goes to Netflix. Does that mean I can watch any NFL game? Because if that's the case, then I could be down for that. I could say there's positivity in doing that.
This would be like having the NFL ticket, basically.
Sunday ticket, right?
Hey,
which I had this year and didn't use it one time.
Oh, Bill,
did not use it one time.
That kills me to hear you
not
say
one time did I use it.
Kills me.
Why did you not use it?
Just like whatever is on, I'd watch. I didn't watch much on Sunday afternoon.
I wouldn't use it either
because I wanted to watch. And then the Monday night games are usually just not very good anymore. Just not. Sunday night was my night.
Hey,
and Thursday I'm going to watch Akron, Toledo before I'm going to watch any NFL game.
Hey, for the record, this doesn't bother me at all. Netflix is fine. It doesn't bother me. Now, if it was,
I'm surprised to hear that.
I mean, everybody has.
It doesn't bother me.
And you know what? Why it doesn't bother me? Because you have a choice in this world to participate or not. I don't have to participate at all.
Aging gracefully, right here.
Yeah, you have a choice. I can find games on radio if I have to.
True.
Or I can see them on Twitter. I mean, I can track them. Nobody's forcing me to watch anything. All right, and that's unless I have to cover it, and I'll be there.
I wasn't expecting this response from you because
I'm fine with it.
A lot of times we complain about, and me too, about
I'm
not being better times.
Well,
CBS and Fox has been better times for a long time. Going all streaming is interesting.
Just the fans, just to say it's on Netflix, that throws me. That throws me a lot.
Well, it throws you. You know why it throws you? Because we grew up at a regal time when there was.
What about this regal time?
I remember growing up, and the Chiefs were always on. It was local, and the Chiefs were terrible. It was a
big thing to watch a game on TV. It meant a lot. Now it means next to nothing. It was an event when a game was on TV. It was something you planned your life around and hailed. Now it's games on TV.
Nebraska's playing Houston Christian.
Yes,
on
right?
TV.
That'll probably be on Big Ten Network.
I'm gonna guess BTN for that.
Yes, that'll be Big Ten Network. This thing about back in our day, we only saw sometimes, Steve, 2 to 3 TV games a year.
Don't get me started.
Yeah,
People don't like this take. Wet blanket will be all over me.
The blanket's going to come after you.
He'll troll. The troll will come out.
Oh, no.
The troll. No,
There it is.
It was incredible when Nebraska was on TV.
You hadn't seen them. Sometimes you hadn't, especially, Jake, when they came on and they were playing like at UCLA and they're in their white jerseys. You were like going, oh, man.
You're mesmerized.
You were mesmerized.
You didn't know what Doug DeBose looked like.
No.
Ooh, that's DeBose. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. You just love seeing it. It's like, this is incredible. Now it's like, you can watch the warm-ups of every game that there is. There's not one game that's not on national TV.
It's lost its romanticism. The romanticism is exterminated. It's exterminated.
I'm sorry for your loss. I really am.
Thank you, Jake.
When we come back, time for the mailbag.
The bag.
And the song of the day next, an early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Travis with Midwest Bank, now with 2 branches conveniently serving Lincoln and 8 other locations across Nebraska. We're here to help you with any of your needs. From opening a checking account to buying a home or financing your business, our staff is here for you. Stop in and you might see Shin Daddy himself. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank, member FDIC.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Healing the heart takes heart. Our dedicated team of cardiac experts is here for you with breakthrough treatments for serious conditions and expert advice for living longer with a healthier heart. We bring healing care to our community with over 90 cardiology specialists and subspecialists and more than 50 locations across Nebraska, southwest Iowa, and northern Kansas. Find out how we heal hearts with heart, starting with yours at chihealth.com/heart.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. The last few years have been wild, but we've been here for you through all the ups and downs, and we'll be here for you when you need us the most, for all your travels and for your day-to-day driving. With winter conditions causing problems all over town, the last thing anyone needs this year is constant car troubles. Let us help you drive in peace and make sure you drive to work and to winter destinations safe. A1 Automotive, 11th and L Street downtown, always honest answers.
Hey farmers, do you run a precision planting monitor in your planter tractor? Boyk Farm Outfitters is hosting our annual 2020 Monitor Clinic at the Holthus Center in York on Wednesday, March 19th. They'll run through everything on the monitor, from basic setup to more complex downforce settings, and everything in between. You'll learn agronomy principles behind some of the monitor settings and will leave refreshed and ready to plant. Representatives from Precision Planting will be on hand to handle any questions that you can throw at them. Visit BoykFarmOutfitters.com for all the details and to reserve your spot.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now through February 23rd, enjoy all-natural boneless chicken breasts for $2.98 per pound. 8-ounce USDA Choice Bacon Wrapped Sirloin Filet for $4.99 each. Pepsi, Coke, or 7-Up Mix and Match $3.99 each when you buy 3. And Busch Light 30 racks just $16.99 when you buy more than $6 in fresh meat. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Have you been accused of a crime and don't know where to turn? At Liberty Law Group, we understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you're up against the legal system, you need an advocate you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. Liberty Law's experienced trial attorneys are committed to the defense of liberty for those accused. Don't let a criminal charge ruin your life. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group. Trial attorneys you need. Advocates you deserve. That's 877-42-LIBERTY or libertylawnebraska.com.
Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket, where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall. Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option.
Mulberry Barbecue now has a brand new second location to help all your lunch and dinner cravings. Stop by their newest location at 6125 Apples Way near Lowe's off of Highway 2. They have everything from smoked turkey sandwiches to brisket burritos to burn-in sandwiches and pulled pork. Try a dinner plate option of barbecue nachos, a half-smoked chicken, a full slab of ribs, and so much more. Mulberry Barbecue open Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 11th and Cornhusker Highway and now at 6125 Apples Way in South Lincoln.
Right now, when you drive by Honda of Lincoln, you'll see more than 200 new Hondas and over 125 pre-owned vehicles. Hi, Charlie Stone here, and with me on the line is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, how does it feel to have so many vehicles in stock again for your customers?
Charlie, it feels amazing to see how excited our customers are. They love the ability to see, test drive, and take immediate delivery of the exact new Honda they're looking for.
Do you have some good offers to talk about?
We sure do, Charlie. We're offering financing as low as 0.9% APR up to 72 months or great lease rates on every new Honda. It's the perfect time to drive away in the new Honda you've been dreaming of.
How about pre-owned, Andy?
We have over 125 pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Just about every make and model with prices starting at under $10,000.
Maybe it's time you experience the best, the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're a big tough you're a big tough guy this morning?
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
He stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Once again, your song of the day from 1989, Everlasting Love by Howard Jones in concert tonight in Omaha. If you want to blast from the 80s there, 464-56851 is bad. 10 is good. Text your rating on the Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day. I'm laughing.
I got a question for Bill. Do you need a friend and a lover divine? I need a friend and a lover divine. That's one of the lines.
It's one of the lines. It's nice.
Howard Jones. Everybody.
I need a friend and a lover divine.
And he's playing tonight where?
In Omaha, I believe at the Admiral. I want to
Why
say.
don't you and Laura head
Where's
up
the
there?
Admiral at?
The Admiral, I think, is the old Sokol auditorium. It's like north of the zoo.
Whoa. Are you sure about this?
Let me just make sure I get the.
Yeah.
I know he's.
God, I hate it when I do that, but I've
I'll get
been
the right
obnoxious
spot.
today. I'm having an obnoxious day, but
I'll figure it
is
out.
that the Admiral? I thought it was still the Sokol.
No, it is. Sokol has definitely changed to the Admiral. That has changed names.
Then you got the right place.
No, let me confirm if I have the right place.
Yeah, you should because you're going.
I'm not going.
You're not going.
I'm not going to the concert.
You can go to watch the game and still get to the concert tonight.
You probably could.
Yes.
Okay. That's
You
not
catch
it.
the second.
Why can't
the
I
second
sent
part of
this
the
to you,
show.
didn't I?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, I'll figure.
Yeah.
Give
I
me
don't look
give
at
me
everything
scores.
you said.
Give me. Yeah, you do. Give me scores.
Yes, you do.
Give me scores, and then I'll find out where this is at tonight.
Oh, scores. Okay,
please.
Howard Jones.
Oh, it's Steelhouse. That is
Steelhouse.
That is the new venue near the CHI Health Center down in the old market.
Cool.
Okay.
It's a good place. I've been there
Sounds
before.
pretty cool.
I've been there.
You and Laura, any shot of going?
Zero.
Okay. I don't know, Jake. You've been on
Take a shot.
Something of a role, and you did take a shot.
There's a theme.
I've heard that song many times, and many times I thought this isn't the kind of song I like.
Maybe supportive of this.
and I had the same thought again this morning.
I can't spoil you guys with nines every day.
No, and
that would take away the point of song of the day.
What
Can't
was
always
the
be
year here?
nines.
What was the year here?
1989.
Oh God, lost years of rock. Let's say 3.955.
2-0.
I think Ellie's a good above you guys.
Ellie's gonna be a 4-4.
He's writing her score. 4-5,
Oh,
almost on the dot, Bill.
Scores are low.
Yeah,
Scores
Jake,
are
that's terrible.
Hey, listen,
that song is
it's
horrific.
the theme to it, Bill.
Doesn't matter.
There's a theme. He's in concert in
I
Omaha
thought you
tonight.
were thinking of going.
No. It's a Wednesday night.
That's a stretch, isn't it? That'd be a stretch.
I remember I went to the concert for the Wallflowers. I got off like at 11 o'clock.
Yeah. Scarred you.
I was here the next day on like no sleep.
Yeah.
Scarred
That was
you.
not worth it.
No.
Not worth it. Some scores before we get to the mailbag. John in Southeast Lincoln starts off with an 8.5.
That's
on
incredible.
Everlasting Love.
Everlasting Love, 8.5.
Yep.
Turn it up.
Rick from Wahoo, 6. Rod in South Lincoln says interesting song, 6.5. Kevin in Centennial, Colorado, 3. Who Bird, 1. Pure crap. He says. He says
pure
with
crap.
pure crap.
He said pure crap.
That's he doesn't usually comment. He's just a score, but he goes 1
pure crap.
pure
Thank you, Bird.
crap. Ryan in California, 7.1. Unnamed texture, 9.5.
Yeah.
Guilt Nerd, 1.0. Barf on that one.
Barf.
Mike and Dalton, 6. Bill and Bennett, 0.01.
0.01.
Eric says, you were on a roll, and this, come on, man, 1. Can't hit 9s all the time. You can't hit a home run every day, Eric. It's just not the way this goes. It'd ruin the.
No, I agree with that.
It's questionable song of the day.
Right.
Yeah, it was questionable.
Right. And,
That's why you should just answer it. It's questionable.
Carter in Norfolk says, better times, 9. Yeah. All cap letters, by the way.
1989. You had better times.
He did. Grant, Plainsman in Grant, Nebraska says 2.7. Hubert's 4.3. Doug in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, 5.7. The scores are about 5 right now across the board.
A little surprised. Jake's kind of,
Jennifer, 4. Hubby, 6.1. That's not bad from Hubby.
It's a combined 10. It's not real.
Craig says bubblegum pop 2.
Yes, thank you.
Shamia B, 6.8 on that one. Ryan in Delaware says, what was that, Jake? No score.
From Delaware.
No
the
score.
Mud Hens.
Tyler, age 23 in Davenport, Iowa, says, Jake, what have you done? 2. And 2 on that one. Jay Norfolk, 2.5. Triple H's dad, a 1. And so now the scores go back to about a 4.5. I think overall.
Yeah. You tried something. Yeah. It's fine.
Failed miserably, but tried.
I can't forget YouTube before we get to the mailbag.
The tube.
Jacob says it's a low T song there, 4.8.
That's right. That's right.
Sound like
It's
the
like
Howard
a dentist office song, right?
Yeah, dentist
It's a high
hear
B
that in a
song.
dentist office.
It's a grocery, it's a supermarket song.
Yeah.
Maybe your supermarket.
Yeah, Genghis. Yes, not Trader Joe's. 4.0.
Russ is
the Joe's.
Russ doesn't have like the music's good. It's not.
What do they
that.
play?
It's a little more. When I say oldies, I mean like
hard heavy
Motown.
metal.
No, like
Motown.
Motown.
Yeah,
I'd like to go. Yeah,
yeah.
I want to shop.
You can
there.
go in there.
You can go in there, Jake. It's legal.
It's open to the
There's
public.
like
It's
a
open
no
to the
albino
public.
sign out front.
It's open to the public.
You know, it's not like what's that store you have to have a Costco. It's not that. You can just
Membership.
go in.
Membership.
You're not going to scan your card.
By the way, last one. Bolt, it was his birthday yesterday,
Yes.
gives it a -10 on song of the
Whose
day.
birthday?
Yesterday was Bolt's
Oh, yeah,
birthday.
Bolt.
We
Your
addressed
friend.
that. Yes.
We addressed that. So that is your song of the day. Get Everlasting Love by Howard Jones in concert tonight
In
Omaha, which I guess none of us
Imagine
will be
getting
at.
ready for a concert. Just like, you gonna do it? What song? When are we gonna do Everlasting Love? Let's do it 6th. All right, let's do this thing.
Let's hit him.
Let's hit him with it.
Howard Jones tonight. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm not going.
Interesting.
I
though.
sent you a screenshot. I thought it was interesting, but I'm not going to the concert.
It is interesting. I wonder what he'll. Yeah, I wonder what kind of crowd materializes on
They
it.
have a pretty good crowd at Steelhouse. I mean, that's a nice venue.
Below zero night, though. I just wonder what kind of crowd.
You better have some. Yeah.
Imagine waiting in line for Howard Jones in -5-degree weather.
Hy-Vee was nice yesterday when it was that cold. People weren't out and about. It was a good time to be in there. But still, there were some people in there though. It wasn't like, oh, I'm shutting it down. They were out getting.
No.
Yeah.
No. I'm no.
Yeah.
Let's fire up.
No. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Thank you for that commentary. Yeah. Yeah. No.
Oh, I've had a bad day today.
Hey,
Keep going.
Let's fire up the mailbag. Ready? Here we
Yes.
go. Here we go. The words you don't want to hear
What?
in IT are what, Bill?
I've been hacked.
Bad words.
God, Lord.
Bad.
Lord, don't want to hear that.
No, you don't want to hear that. Yeah.
No. You want to avoid those words being said, please contact our friends at Applied Connective Technologies, Nebraska's preferred IT partner, one-stop shop for all things IT. All 93 counties, 99% retention rate, free consultation at appliedconnective.com.
Good.
Will sent me a text this morning that the Team Jack open auction is available now. So Team Jack for this weekend.
Okay.
The event is, and the open auction is available online. Let's crank up some numbers for that.
And we'll be monitoring that.
Will be monitoring that very closely. He's also in charge to make sure whatever money is raised through that is secure.
Thank you
See?
to Will.
It's
Yeah.
an important job.
First, the mailbag. Sanderson chimes in saying, mailbag question, with this cold, what is your favorite heater setting in the car? Mine is defrost/floor.
That's a good
You have
question.
a favorite
It's a good
heater
question.
setting in the car?
Question.
Sanderson.
Yeah, I changed it up a little bit.
Do you?
I changed up a little bit, but I'm mostly floor. If said, hey, what do you have the most? It's floor. And also in general, I do something that no one should ever do, and it's really dumb, but I do it all the time. It's always on high. Both sides are on high.
Oh, really?
Fans on high. If I get too hot, I just turn it off. And the temperature drops down. I hit her back on high again. Fire it back up.
Pretty
Boom.
extreme
Pretty
behavior
extreme.
there.
Extreme behavior. So there's
Yeah.
you won't get in my car and see where it's set on 72. Not on that. It's either on high or it's off.
Mine
One of
doesn't,
the
mine
two.
doesn't
That
have
is extreme.
mine doesn't have the designated temperature regulator. You must have yours.
It's the big
that
rig.
rig you have has
It's
got to be
it.
like NASA. in
It's
there.
like NASA in there. It's digital.
Could I even figure it out?
You could. Well, I drove all the way home from Creighton, and I couldn't figure out how to use the radio. Couldn't figure it out.
Why?
Leighton had to show me. He's like, no, you just press this down, because I couldn't figure out
For
how to get
2.5 hour drive.
2.5 hour drive.
Couldn't figure out what was
Luckily, I had
happening.
my phone, so yeah, 2.5 hour drive. Couldn't get it to go. It's
Love
like,
you.
no, it's just right here. Or here's how
love
you
you.
do it.
What's your setting?
Yes.
I'd say what Sandy does.
Defrost/floor.
Yeah, that's it. I don't think about it as much as you guys do, and I don't think about it as much as Sandy does. But I think if you looked right now,
That's
it'd
my
be
go-to
defrost
as well.
Yeah.
Defrost floor.
Yes.
Solid one.
Gator says, what is the coldest you've ever been
I know
at a
that.
sporting event, coaching, playing, and a fan?
Oh, I know
and or
this
a
one.
fan.
Oh,
I know this one. Can I tell you?
Yes.
It 100%. Now I'm not going to say that Penn State one. That was cold. A cold walk to the
car
after the game. I covered Nebraska softball versus Creighton when I was a lad. At the Journal Star, was one of my first assignments. I went to Omaha to cover the game, and I barely could. I had to drive back and write, and I barely could do it. Because I just wasn't thawing out, and it took me a long time to thaw out. It was a miserable day. And, back then, unlike what would be the case now, I just would have sat in my car now probably and then went and talked to the coaches. But I felt this, I'm a new guy and I'm going to cover this like it's the LA Times, and I'm going to sit outside on this picnic table by the it was a picnic table by the it was by the field, and I watched the whole thing, charted the whole thing, and was almost froze to death. I think Nebraska won though.
Bill?
Death. Oh, mine's easy. It was Wisconsin at Minnesota late November. Is by -15. It was so cold that you couldn't drink water because it was all frozen solid on the sideline. And I remember I would tell my group of guys, like, I was in the press. It was so cold.
You were in the press box.
I was in the press box. I was in the press box.
Yeah.
And it was that cold. And it was, so there's two stories to this. So I was that cold, and I would tell the team, listen, when they're getting ready, to punt, we're going on defense. I tell my guys, I had so many players I was coaching. I say, hey, listen, get up and get going. Get out there, get your jackets off, get off the bench, whatever it is, get going. And I'm watching as the game goes on, and they would punt, and the whole defense is still on the bench. No one's moved. And all of a sudden, you see the Minnesota offense coming out, and all of a sudden they just throw their coats off and sprint out. And now I will say this: they played incredible defense that day. But it was that cold.
I don't know how they do it.
But the coldest I've ever been as a coach, it's not even close, and you probably were there, was the Big 12 championship game.
Oh, in Arrowhead?
At Arrowhead, Nebraska.
That was there. You were there.
Yeah.
That was horrific. You were on the sideline?
I was on the sideline
Nebraska,
for that one.
Oklahoma?
Yeah, and I couldn't find.
I don't know how you do it.
Ben, my manager, would hold, because I was coaching a position and the special teams coordinator, so he'd have my special team stuff. And one time I couldn't find him. Ben was by the heater. Ben had given it up. He shut it down. Ben was by the heater.
Your assistant.
Yeah, my assistant was by the heater.
You're good.
I'm like,
it's all you.
It was whoever was at that game.
It was. I don't even know how to describe that.
You can't describe. I remember going out for warm ups.
No,
I was like, I can't even describe what's going on right now.
What you guys do in football is amazing.
That was Kansas City in like the 1st of December. The 1st of December right now, like this year is like 65.
It's like what? You can play golf.
It's like
you
65.
Golf?
No, that was a horrific time, and it was so you were coaching safeties too, right? Were you coaching safeties? Yeah, that's what you're doing.
I'd say 2015 Iowa. You were at that game here in Lincoln. That was absolutely horrible.
Very similar to Arrowhead.
I don't know if it was as cold as that, but
very
for me,
similar.
It was so bad. Yeah. You were in the press box. I was in the stands. It was windy. It was cold as death. I had an icicle on my butt at one point. From the
That's way too much information.
Well, from the bleacher. Yeah. Like it was cold.
You had an icicle in your butt.
I was stuck to the bleacher at one point.
Jake, unfreeze Jake.
I was stuck to the
lodge.
I was stuck to the bleacher.
Oh. Part of the beauty.
It was horrible.
Part of the reason I like football is because of the stories that Bill told. Those guys do stuff that normal people can't do. Guys go out and play it. And then some of them play really well.
Yeah.
Like the quarterbacks, like Zach that day, had to throw in that one.
Apparently it was.
How do you do that?
Apparently that game, it was 3 degrees at kickoff for your game in Arrowhead. 3 degrees.
3 degrees.
But that's probably not counting
I feel like negative 20. Feel like
it was horrible.
It was horrible. By the way, someone says they were stuck on a ski lift in Winter Park for over an hour one time.
Oh, God.
So it was the coldest they've ever been.
That'd be something.
That's an hour on a ski lift.
Whipping around in the wind up there.
Mess with you.
Yeah.
Bird in Columbus says, what will have more attendance tonight, Nebraska, Penn State, or the Howard Jones concert in Omaha? What has more
tight.
Whoa.
Bird. Incredible. Yes.
That's Bird.
I'm looking forward to turning it on because I bet you're going to see nothing but the court tonight. I imagine it's not real warm.
Who has more attendance then?
I'm going to say the concert does.
Howard Jones in Omaha.
Howard Jones in Omaha.
Well, how many? Okay, let's just do this. What do you think Howard Jones will draw?
At least over 1,000.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. There'll be nobody at this game.
Let's go 1,500 at the Howard Jones.
Well, there'll be 1,500 at Nebraska Penn State.
There's
close.
The only thing you have going for you a little bit is it's Penn State. There's nothing going on there in Happy Valley, and they've got a lot of students. So they might just be some. Why not just go to the game? Why not just out of boredom?
It's a great question by Bird. I'm going to go Nebraska Penn State because kind of what Bill said.
But barely?
Yeah.
Barely. I missed this earlier. I on YouTube. Adam Carricker's chimed in about the Big 12 title game.
Carricker's with us. I love Adam.
Adam.
What?
Carricker, I'll put this
number
on
90.
Carricker says, I put Vaseline on my arms because the coaches wouldn't let us wear sleeves. The Big 12 championship game in Arrowhead was the coldest it's ever been.
Does Vaseline work?
I don't know if it really works that well. Yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
Character chiming in. Good morning, Adam.
It was remarkable cold. It was,
it was.
And putting your helmet on is just. And I lost Ben.
Well, he says he's firing a shot. He says because you coaches wouldn't let us wear sleeves. He's firing a shot at you, Bill.
I will say this.
This is like WB.
I'll say this with 100% confidence. 100% confident. I never walked around the locker room saying you can't wear. There's no chance, Adam, that I said that.
It's amazing that those guys go out and perform in that. To me, it's amazing.
All right, that's the mailbag.
I'm tempted to go to Howard Jones. You know how tempted I am to go
to Howard. Oh.
Yes, I am so tempted to go just to see what that scene is like. Because I'm afraid you might walk in and there might be 500 people there.
Oh, I think there's a chance it could be less.
Yeah. Okay.
The first time I've heard of Howard Jones was about 20 minutes ago.
You got to factor in the weather on a Wednesday night. There's people that are just going to say, no, I'm not doing this. They're just going to say no.
Would Adam Carricker go to the concert?
Howard Jones. Rub some Vaseline on your arms and go.
You wear whatever you want.
That is the mailbag, sponsored by our friends at Applied Connective Technologies. Hour 2 next. Let's hit up this James Franklin article.
Let's hit it up.
That's next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Salt Mine City is not only Lincoln's newest brewery, but they're also now serving food. Enjoy a full menu of great items daily for lunch and dinner, like their peanut butter and jelly burger with bacon and cheddar cheese, or a Reuben sandwich served on Blackstone rye bread. Don't forget their beef or chicken nachos with guacamole, sour cream, jalapenos, and more. Wash it down with one of their 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager. Salt Mine City, now open 11 a.m. every day but Mondays at 8th and R.
Well, it's the middle of winter, the holidays are over, and the weather is unpredictable. Isn't there anything to look forward to? You bet there is. Cash Blast from your Nebraska Lottery is back. Until April 1st, buy a 2x2 ticket and enter the voucher number online for a chance to win one of 7 weekly drawings for $5,000 or $500. And if your voucher is from a 7-day draw ticket, your prize is doubled. Hey, there's nothing like a little green to cure the winter blues. 2x2 top prize odds, 1 in 105,000.
Hey farmers, do you run a precision planting monitor in your planter tractor? Boyk Farm Outfitters is hosting our annual 2020 Monitor Clinic at the Holthus Center in York on Wednesday, March 19th. They'll run through everything on the monitor, from basic setup to more complex downforce settings, and everything in between. You'll learn agronomy principles behind some of the monitor settings and will leave refreshed and ready to plant. Representatives from Precision Planting will be on hand to handle any questions that you can throw at them. Visit BoykFarmOutfitters.com for all the details and to reserve your spot.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Healing the heart takes heart. Our dedicated team of cardiac experts is here for you with breakthrough treatments for serious conditions and expert advice for living longer with a healthier heart. We bring healing care to our community with over 90 cardiology specialists and subspecialists and more than 50 locations across Nebraska, southwest Iowa, and northern Kansas. Find out how we heal hearts with heart, starting with yours at chihealth.com/heart.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Have you heard about Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center? Located at 7555 Pioneers Boulevard, Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center offers compassionate, patient-focused care and provides outpatient surgery services, making it possible to have non-emergency surgery and return home the same day. Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center specializes in cardiology, vascular radiology, orthopedics, pain management, and much, much more. Give them a call today at 402-261-1085 or online at amimaging.com.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
What's going on, fans? This is Lex Rodriguez, four-time All-American at Nebraska and now proud member of Omaha's newest professional team, Love Omaha Volleyball. League One Volleyball is bringing the heat this year. Don't miss your chance to see Olympians, national players, and national champions right here in Omaha from now through April. We can't wait to see you cheering us on in the stands. Visit lovboma.com to buy single match tickets to see me and Love Omaha Volleyball in action this season. Go Big Green!
Golfing in 72 degrees and perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in the winter, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep your clubs out year-round. Book a bay with some friends for a weekend or come by for golf and happy hour on a weekday. Spring leagues begin in February. Get signed up today. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex at West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break. Sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans and I'm not the Titans. So I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Wednesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2 is always sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. Location in South Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane, also at 70th and Pioneers. And I know people are curious how Taser Tuesday went.
Taser Tuesday got a little interesting. Oh, God. Yeah, I had to.
At Midwest Bank.
Well, just a couple people didn't respond quite as fast as you would think as far as recovering. So I had to. But by
then what?
By 10 o'clock, Shin Daddy had paramedics there. So if you got tased, they could bring you right back if you lost consciousness. Yes. Bring you right back.
Did they sound the sirens in Pender?
No sirens were sounded, but I tell you one thing, people, they saved a lot of money. They saved a lot of money. Did another one heading down to the first go to the bank. What happened? Another guy got tased.
Shindy called the ambulance. He called the ambulance people and said, "Do not sound those sirens. This is bad for business.
Bad for business.
Keep them away from you.
They're gonna fight through this."
People are taking taser shots to the forehead.
Why are those?
Why are they doing this?
Why are multiple ambulances rushing?
Why is Verdigris ambulance over there? Why is Niobrara ambulance over there?
Shindy's Bank?
trying to all day, trying to save some money on car loans. It's a big savings.
It's an all-day affair.
It's a big savings. Yes.
Get up. The guy's still down. Tamara, he's still
down.
down.
What do you think?
You know,
He's okay.
You know,
it's okay.
Interest-free car loan though is worth it.
It's well worth it.
Worth it.
In the face.
He's in the fetal position. Get him up.
Oh, one lady took a stray too. She wasn't even signed up for it.
That's what would be a problem.
Took it right in the thigh.
Oh, didn't have the waiver.
She's walking past the waiver line. Took it right in the thigh. Dropped her.
That's too bad.
Want to do some banking?
How does he follow up today?
He's just trying to do deposits from the Subway store, and then all of a sudden, wham! In the thigh. It's gonna leave a mark.
Taste at the bank today.
What happened? Why are you so late getting back here? Well, I went in the bank to make the deposits from last night and the sandwiches we sold, and took a taser shot to the thigh.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah,
sure.
sure.
Did.
No, I'm
Yeah.
sure. Well, why'd they pick you? They didn't. They picked the other guy, and then they missed.
I got tased. How does Shindy
Shindy.
follow that
And they
up
also
today?
had some guest tasers too, so people that could come in and fire
They
one
did?
off. Yeah, that's some guests. Yeah, let them shoot it.
I mean, don't you have to be trained?
Not really. It's a taser. Yeah, it's not a big deal.
All right, what's going on?
What's on today then, Bill?
It's Waiter Wednesday. Waiter Wednesday.
God's sake.
At that.
What is this?
He trains how to be a waiter and how to treat a waiter. Like that. This is also falls into the waitress also.
Okay.
Yes, but how to treat a waiter and how to be a waiter. So they start off with how to be a waiter. So he's training youth like that might have to do it in college or beyond that.
Or beyond, yeah.
It's a great career. Obviously, people make a ridiculous amount of money doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And so how to be a waiter, then how to treat a waiter. Because there's nothing worse than someone that mistreats a waiter.
What would be an example of mistreatment of a waiter?
I don't know, just some sort. You can just you know it when you see it. It's like, what are you doing? I must say that generally with people I'm with, I don't ever really remember seeing it, but you see it from afar. Somebody really, really likes themselves, wants to be very particular. Yeah. So Shin Daddy teaches them. Yeah. We've all seen it. So,
oh, I know what you're talking
Waiter
about.
Wednesday.
Waiter Wednesday. So
Wow.
how to be a waiter and how to treat a
So
waiter.
etiquette.
It's an etiquette day. Yes.
Shindy's
It's an etiquette day.
Look forward to seeing that.
Yeah. We had to calm things down a little bit. There was a
it's
lot
gotta
going
be a
on
little
yesterday
shorter
from
day.
Taser Tuesday. No, and also none of the waiters will get tased. No one will be tased today. So
is this like a classroom setting?
classroom setting. And then they'll have it set up. They'll have a table set up and stuff. They'll do some mock waitering. And
So this is much quieter.
yes, much
Tame
quieter.
day at the bank.
Yes. Talk about,
I think it's a good idea.
tipping and things of that nature. What do you tip? How do you do this? All the different stuff.
Look the waiter in the eye when
Yeah.
you or the waitress when you order and speak up.
Yeah, and then also, even if you don't have great interest, I always do the kind of the fake, like I'm really intrigued with the specials, and I'm not getting the special. There's no chance. I know I've already picked my food out, but if someone says, "Well, do you want to hear about
oyster soup?"
Yeah,
I'd love to.
Yeah,
have
you want to hear about the specials? I always go with a very, very delighted. I would, and because they have it down, they read it off. It's like, and then that's over a whatever a rice pilaf and this and that. And they always listen to them.
And they have to rehearse that.
They have to rehearse it. Yes, they have it all down to a T.
Okay,
Thank
Jake, what
you.
do you got going?
464-5685. Call or text as always. Bill pointed out this article to us yesterday. Thank you, Bill, in the group chat from James
Popped
Franklin.
up somewhere
From
on a feed.
It's on Athlon Sports.
That's what it was.
What's this article?
There's a decision from James Franklin on the spring game at Penn State. He was talking this week about that. On Monday, he announced that the program will still have the spring game as scheduled. The quote is, "We will still have the spring game because I know what it means to this community and the hotels and the bars and the restaurants and the tailgating and all of it. We're working on that now. We may do some events that we're still working through." But that is what he said regarding the spring game at Penn State.
So others will have, some people will still have them, right?
Yes. Not going away
it
for
feels like it's about a 60-40 will have. It's that's just a total guess. And Billy Napier was he was the exact same suit as James Franklin.
Mhm.
He said, he goes, I understand the risks of a spring game, but my fan base would not accept it not having one.
Is the
what he
fan
said.
base here accepting? I think if there's a
I don't know.
Have
You
we
got- you-
polled the fan base yet?
I have not, Jake. I've not.
could poll
I
them.
don't even know how I'd go about polling the fan base.
The text line, of course.
Yeah.
That's how you
The text
poll them.
line.
Duh.
Official.
Yeah, get WB involved in this. I'm sure he'll have a reasonable response. Trolling everybody.
Trolled for years.
I would say if there's a reasonable, like, there still has to be an event. That's what the challenge will be for Nebraska. There has to be some sort of event attached to this. I don't know.
And what it goes to, I think it's still if you purchase berries, you're counting on a spring game.
Yeah.
Cause that's one of you're only going to make money at berries. They operate, but what do they operate off of? 7 home games to 8 home games and a spring game.
Mm-hmm.
And the spring game is probably their big bonus game type of thing. And that place is going to stay packed. And in general, even if the spring game is at attendance is somewhere in the 60,000 to 70,000, the same number of people come to town.
Mm-hmm.
Full families come to town. Can Embassy Suites charge, hey, no matter what, it's a minimum 2 nights. That's the general rule.
Can you come up with something that's a reasonable facsimile to a spring game, but
Big word.
not the spring game?
I think it'll be hard. I think you have even everyone knows that the numbers are going to be a little bit down like that from what they normally are because of the reduction that's coming. So it's not a lot of people for like in Nebraska are riding this thing out. I don't believe. Meaning if they kind of know they're not going to be retained next year, they're not really going through spring ball. They're going to be like, players. I would guess that's my hypothesis. They're going to be like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. My odds of being on this team next year is like 2%. Mm-hmm. I'm not going through mat drills and all this and go all the way up and through spring.
I don't know.
And through summer. And I think you have to have your final number down until camp starts. And so anyway, my point being is there's a lot of different ways to look at it. But Lincoln in Baton Rouge, not a big deal. Spring game, that was not a big deal. But usually on the spring game, there was always tied into a home baseball game if they could. Then it was so the place was alive. But you weren't getting, 25,000 fans maybe. That it wasn't a huge deal. And it wasn't, hey, Baton Rouge has to have this at this time. Where some places are different, like Happy Valley is, like Gainesville is.
Mm-hmm.
Nebraska is one of those, which is very unique. It's pretty cool.
It's obviously early. It's February 19th today, but we have not heard any sort of plan for Nebraska in terms of how to change up not having a traditional spring game.
Yes, maybe it's possible they can concoct something that would draw more than a spring game.
But that'd be maybe a concert though.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, could be
that's like the only.
It's
like the only thing, right?
Some sort of outside.
Yeah. If you pull that off, I don't think there's a concern of I would guess of Nebraska fans going, I got to see the spring game. I got to see the 4-string left guard.
I don't think so.
But the event is something
right
that would be very much.
You might be able
missed.
to pull something.
You might be able to pull something off but you do. You think about the Haymarket and that place. If you get a nice 65, 70 degree day. It's going to be that's nuts.
I don't think you can rule out Nebraska drawing 40,000 people on this day.
No,
I wouldn't rule it out. There's things you can probably do. And that's for people.
I thought last year, even though it came up very late, it was very late and we helped with it. I thought the open practice would draw more people than what it did. It didn't. It drew okay.
How late did we hear? That was early August, right?
No, it was late. It was late, 100% late.
No, I'm saying it was, but the practice was in early August.
Yeah, you could still. I think.
But when did we know about that? Like a week before?
Not very long.
Not very long. 10 days, maybe.
Short time to sell that.
Right.
Yeah, it's not like the spring game, Selma. That to me, that would have more interest to me going to see a practice. You get to see everybody practice. You get to see everybody, get a chance to look at them. What is the text line saying, Jake?
I want to read one more from James Franklin. Quote, he said, this is, again, part of the article. He says, if we modify spring ball, then all these guys that are fighting for jobs and need to be evaluated and need to be developed, they're losing it and they need it. So for me, what I think we'll do is we'll modify specific players based on age, experience, reps that they had last year, reps that they've had over their career. Very similar to what we did late in the season in practice. There's some guys that still need a ton of reps. And there's some guys that still have to get better, but you limit them.
What is he talking about?
About modifying spring ball in general.
Oh, that's
just
prior to the spring game.
So it'd be their quarterback playing one series with the green jersey on.
The modification basically is they're going to do away with spring ball. I mean, the spring ball, there'll be 15 practices in June, OTA type thing. That's the next major change. There's not going to be spring ball. There's going to be.
I think they'll have a couple OTAs during
spring.
I don't think they'll do 15 in June. My guess. I think they would do. You get so many before, because that would make for. I'm telling you right now, for a long season. June. Yeah, if you're spring, if you're, I
know
that's like moving your spring into June, and then you have June, and then July you're grinding them like crazy, and then you're into August.
I don't understand it,
because I see it way more of like doing a 3 or 4 day one in March than 3 or 4 days
I think
in
they could
April,
still do that,
and then through that way.
But it's the spring as you know it, Jake. As we know it is going to be gone.
It's going to be gone. Yeah, I agree with that.
It's going to be gone.
It's going to go to an OTA type of thing. So I think if I would bet spring games this year, the next year when we talk about this at this exact same time will be way different. I think it'll be like there's like two. It'd be way different situation.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
in the coach, are coaches supportive of that? Would they prefer it to move away from the spring bill, or what's the general?
Well, the one thing that bothers you in spring ball is if all of a sudden you get to practice 4 and you got some guys that got to get reps and they're injured. They got a growing, they got something, and then also you have to, once you set the dates are set. You can't say, hey, we're going to take a week off here. That's why some guys will. The only week that doesn't count, Jake, is spring break. So you can start 2 or 3 days or get 4 or 5 days in, then give them spring break off. So if someone's got a tweak, they can come back with it. It's also why right now there's a lot of spring balls going on right now. They start right away. They do more of their winter conditioning afterwards, because that way if someone gets a high ankle sprain, by the time a high ankle sprain and you're playing your spring game in the end of April, you're banged up all summer. And so they want to try. That's a way around it. If myself and all the coaches I've talked to, we'd rather say, hey, what do we get? There's 15 practices. You can take them whenever you want, which means we're do a 3-day one in March, do a 3-day one in April, whatever it is, and then have one in June, maybe 2 days in July, or whatever it is, to have that. That's how I would rather have it myself.
I wonder what's going to happen. I just know this is important. I mean, you can't just blow off the off season. I mean, there's a lot of development. There are guys fighting for positions. This is a mega change. It'll be a mega change for a lot of people like myself who just got used to this.
If you don't get
it's the rhythm of life in Nebraska that you have a spring season.
Yeah,
and
if you don't get
by spring game,
if you don't get some time though to put the ball down,
right?
Which means what are you gonna do? We're gonna play,
right?
And we're gonna go play,
Yeah.
and that makes a big difference to see what. So because some guys like, man, looks good, and all of a sudden the stuff's real. And then it didn't look as good. And all of a sudden you had to make live tackles out there. I was good. I had him as a sack. Was it? I don't know.
I know.
And so there's a lot of things to it. You want to be able to get some reps.
I wouldn't like it as a coach. I want a spring season or I want a spring season. I don't want it to be 3 practices here, 3 practices there. I wouldn't want, maybe that's where it's going. I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't want to do it that way. Really? That's how we're going to do it? How do you get any continuity that way?
Well, it's harder, but it does help you a lot with injuries than what you install and how you're ready to go. Okay, hey, what are we doing? First 4 days, we're going to do a 4-day OTA style. This is nothing but first and second down, and it's punt and kickoff. That's what we're doing during this time. That's all we're doing during this time of the deal. There's no what's the short yardage? We're not doing short yardage. We're not doing this. Yeah, you have some time off, and then but you can be with these kids all the time now.
Yeah,
you can walk through. You get to meet with them. This isn't like the old days. Like if someone was sitting in your office back in February, back in the day, you'd be like, doors open. We're not talking football.
No.
Now you can sit there. Yeah, you can do all that stuff.
No, there was a time in June when Nebraska had camps last year when the team was out. They were they were not out. They were inside the Hawks Championship Center, but Tony White saw me and said, he had his guys out there. He said, you got to get out of here. We're practicing. I mean, it was June.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a year it's become kind of year round is what you're saying, right?
Yeah. But it's interesting, like I said, of like what coaches think I would say this is like the last year of it. And you see when you hear Franklin saying we're having a spring game, need it for the town.
Nope.
Different fan bases that'll eventually it's gonna be like, that's not gonna happen anymore.
Do you understand that, Jake?
I do.
But the weekend has been a huge weekend here for
It has.
a long time for the
I look
spring
forward
game.
to it. Yeah, you can't lose the spring game. It's
Well,
just fun
maybe
to
they'll have
put
Howard
together.
Jones here, and
They
they'll be a
could. That might
packed
bring
stadium.
40,000 people to the stadium. You
Yeah.
never know.
We
We'll
need
make
a friend and a lover divine.
Bill's Thrills is next, an early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Have you been accused of a crime and don't know where to turn? At Liberty Law Group, we understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you're up against the legal system, you need an advocate you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. Liberty Law's experienced trial attorneys are committed to the defense of liberty for those accused. Don't let a criminal charge ruin your life. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group. Trial attorneys you need. Advocates you deserve. That's 877-42-LIBERTY or libertylawnebraska.com.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com. When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with Taco Night on Mondays or Whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Healing the heart takes heart. Our dedicated team of cardiac experts is here for you with breakthrough treatments for serious conditions and expert advice for living longer with a healthier heart. We bring healing care to our community with over 90 cardiology specialists and subspecialists and more than 50 locations across Nebraska, Southwest Iowa, and northern Kansas. Find out how we heal hearts with heart, starting with yours at chihealth.com/heart.
Mulberry Barbecue now has a brand new second location to help all your lunch and dinner cravings. Stop by their newest location at 6125 Apples Way near Lowe's off of Highway 2. They have everything from smoked turkey sandwiches to brisket burritos to burn-in sandwiches and pulled pork. Try a dinner plate option of barbecue nachos, a half-smoked chicken, a full slab of ribs, and so much more. Mulberry Barbecue open Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 11th and Cornhusker Highway and now at 6125 Apples Way in South Lincoln.
Automotive Solutions is Lincoln's one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, from vinyl wraps to engine repair and maintenance. Automotive Solutions offers fleet services, as well as printing and graphic design for vinyl applications, plus installation of vinyl for boats, trucks, cars, and anything else you want wrapped. Perfection is their standard, and they never settle for less. Call today at 531-249-5600 or go to automotivesolutionslincoln.com to learn more. That's Automotive Solutions, 2024 Southwest 5th Street in Lincoln. Bundle up, bring your crew, and make this winter one for the books with Bachfest at Beer House. Enjoy winter brews that will tangle with your taste buds, polka dancing, games like Hammerschlagen, Stein Stamina, and much more. Bach beer will be flowing, and sausages and pretzels will be available for purchase. Doors open at 11 a.m., and the party goes outside until 6 p.m. before moving inside. VIP tickets are $75, but just $5 gets you in the door. Buy your tickets today at beerhousene.com for this Saturday's Bachfest.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Wellman Plumbing at 402-434-2400 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-434-2400.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break
Simple, you are an idiot.
on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We will get to Bill's Thrills in a second. Before that, plug for our friend Trip and the team at Computer Hardware.
Triptastic.
They take care of all your Apple product needs, watches, phones, computers. You can buy them there. They get them everything fixed there. Lincoln, Kearney, Hastings, and GI at 70th and O in Lincoln. Trip and his team are very smart, very wise. They will help you with all your questions for Apple products. Check them out today.
My wife lost it. Absolutely lost it.
What do you mean she lost
it? Just meltdown because her phone wouldn't pair with her watch. And it was a major meltdown.
First world problem.
So immediately, exactly. It's like, okay, what should we do? She goes, I should probably go see Trip. She buzzes down there. She's back in 10 minutes. Fixed.
What he does.
Yeah, that's
10
what he does.
minutes.
10 minutes. And it was completely, had the plan. Here's what you do. Reboot this. Everything's fine. And all of a sudden, guess what? Everything around the house is a lot nicer now, too. It's a lot more. Before, it's every day. I'm like, my watch doesn't work. And that doesn't happen anymore. That went away.
Trip fixed that.
So we appreciate that, Trip. Get to him. I'm telling you, change your
Great.
life.
Great person, great team, great business. Computer Hardware.
Synced up. She's got the apron on.
And in the kitchen.
Jake is fine. Just calm down.
It is fine. And now we're going to do Bill's Thrills. A Wednesday edition of Bill's Thrills. Here we go.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be bonanza? Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. Have you seen? I sent you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
Yes, as always, Bill's Thrills, sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors, the ATMs, the cash cows of Lincoln. Call them at 402-730-7387 for a free consultation to plan your financial future today. It is a wild card Wednesday, Bill. Where are you taking us today?
Well, this last couple of days have been incredible, and I got involved with it more last night. This is a historical thing with me. Frozen fun. So I've done this forever. I make my own ice.
Oh,
I
yes,
make my own ice. This is a big thing. And I would start off with, this is fun for the kids too. I start off with my favorite is glacier ice. And so glacier ice means you fill up one of the giant bags, the Ziploc bags, full of water. And you have to lay it, and you get all the air out of it, and you lay it flat. So it's about 1.25 inches thick, maybe a little thicker than that. It's like this. Then you lay it out on something outside, because now it's below zero. It's 20, whatever it is, 10 below zero. Do it all the time. Lay it out, and I bring it in. You do it on the concrete. Just drop it, and it just breaks apart. But it's big chunks of glacier ice. So say you go to have a drink or a cocktail like that, boom, there you go. There you have it.
Hey, wait a
or
second. No, run me through that again. How do you make it into a rectangle?
So you fill it up full of water, then you let all the air out, then you lay it flat. So it's a Ziploc bag, but it's
a Ziploc bag.
Ziploc bag, but it's laying flat. And right now, the fun part of it is that when you put it on outside, like on concrete, when it's like 10 below zero, oh man, it's done quick. It's not.
It doesn't stick to the concrete.
No, it does not stick. I did on the back last night. My wife's like, "What is going on outside on our back table back there?" Well, frozen fun. It's what I do. Yeah. So last night I was doing cocktail glass. So you know how, Jake, if you're gonna have like an old fashioned,
yes,
you get the one big cube, right? Don't do that. You just take your cocktail glass, you fill up that full of water, you put it outside, right there, freeze it, and then you have your drink, you pour it on top of that, then it kind of pops loose, and then you have your giant rocks glass.
Think about that.
Done, and so that you put your glass in the freezer when you get done, and you have them in the freezer. You just pull one out, put whatever you have on there. Then after a second or two, it kind of loosens up from the deal, and then you have your giant.
This is fun.
Yeah, frozen fun. Also, we get a bunch of stuff like with me and Gigi. We get little find stuff in your kitchen for molds too. Just take it outside and freeze it. Just anything you can find, any random stuff. I just fill it full of water, put it outside. Like, all right, this is kind of cool.
What random things have you done with?
I'm trying to think of stuff I've had, but just grab stuff out of the kitchen like that. It'd be I would use muffin pans would be a big thing. Muffin pans that was a big frozen fun with me. Any sort of like a bundt cake pan, I'd use that.
Usually like a
pan type of thing. Yes, you could use. But this is the deal for you and your kids. Embrace the 10 below.
Yeah.
I don't do it when it's
That's
like
what's fun
when it's
about
like, hey, it's going to get down to 28 tonight. I don't no. I want to have zeros, and it's fun, frozen
lay
fun.
the Ziploc bag.
I might have
flat.
to do a YouTube video of this to how it's done.
You'd probably get. Do you know how many views that would get?
Glacier ice. It's remarkable.
I would guess a
And
minimum of 500,000.
Oh,
for glacier ice, I don't think I might get 5.
No,
maybe, but
you get a lot.
500,000. You're calling here. So.
Yes.
Well, frozen fun, and he's making.
Laura,
ice
text into the
outside.
text line if you're listening about frozen fun. She's seen it.
Okay,
fly.
wait a second. Walk me through the glass again. So you
just
pour
take
a drink in,
like a cocktail glass or whatever it is. That you fill up that full of water, and you just freeze it outside. Then you bring it back in. Now you have your like I said, when you get your old fashioned, it's one big solid square of ice.
God, now wait a second.
So now you don't have to use some sort of mold or anything in your freezer. You just have it ready to go.
Jake, you would maybe know this too. You can go to the liquor store. Now listen, people understand I don't drink that much, but you could go. I think you can go buy old fashions, right? You can
buy pre-made.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pre-made.
Pre-made.
So that'd be kind of fun to do your thing.
Pre-made. There you go. Exactly. Fun with ice. Frozen fun.
Get some cherries.
Yes.
Some of those, what do you call those kind of cherries?
Maraschino. You got that right?
Yeah,
Did I say that right?
You got it.
I think that's right. Yeah. The little orange peel in there. Yes. Yeah.
We have some response.
Okay.
Chris P says, love this, but check this out too. He says, game changer. Put water in aluminum pan, put it in the smoker, and smoke for an hour, and then put the smoked water in the freezer to make ice cubes.
Yeah, that could work.
That's
Sometimes you get that can work. I see that. That's really intense.
It is. That's
really
Chris
intense.
P.
Yeah.
Scott says this is maybe the best advice I've ever heard on this segment before.
Glide to the side is the best to me.
I'm telling you, tonight, right now, or today, do your own ice, and it's fun.
No, I like this idea about a drink. Yeah, I do like the idea about
preset.
a drink.
And it's pre-ready. What else you got,
Maybe
Jake?
Maybe during the game, I have an old fashioned.
Someone says you should do that, Sip. Have you ever broke the whiskey glass with the water/ice expansion?
Have not.
At all?
This expands up. Yeah, no, it's never
expands
up, so it doesn't ever break it. Yeah.
Someone says I would watch that video myself 500,000 times to get the.
I think it'd be a
views
good video if you were narrating.
If I was narrating it,
seriously,
who would shoot it? Would Laura be the one filming?
Yes.
Okay,
Or Gigi.
I'll have to work on that.
What about Gigi?
Gigi do it. She'd be really very good at it. She's out of school
No,
today.
Brian, who just stopped in. Brian just came to Kip.
Brian is a friend.
He says, "This is Brian. I just stopped in. I'm definitely going to do the ice today with the kids since they are home. Easy, free entertainment.
Yes.
Thank you."
Oh,
from Brian.
It's a great idea. The flat.
Oh, and but it's got to be thick enough, and it breaks. And then also if since like I'm just gonna use this ice, it's glacier ice, and when it's thicker, then it holds better than these little cubes. Melt too fast.
Part of the fun to me too is this is clean. If you drop that in the kitchen and it breaks all over, Laura's not gonna get mad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's water.
Yeah, and it's fun to see how fast it freaks you out how fast things freeze at night when it's
love
when
the
it's
idea.
minus 10.
I love this. This is
Minus
a great
10.
idea.
What do you got, Jake? There's a smile there.
This is actually from earlier in the show.
From the blanket?
No.
I don't want to hear from WB.
No, it's not WB. This is I don't have a name here, but someone says I'm on vacation right now and I'm watching the show from the start. So he's right now in idle chit chat.
Yeah.
He says I am in shock that two grown men don't know what a cabbage looks like. I am 77. And he said, I am 77 and I'm actually embarrassed for that generation.
Don't be embarrassed. I think we kind of know what cabbage looks like.
We had an idea.
He did have his readers on.
Yeah, I did my readers, and I knew I wasn't looking at I wasn't all of a sudden going, oh crap, that's a pear. I didn't do that. It wasn't like that's a pear. Oh, I'm looking for
that's parsley.
Excuse me. Yeah. So, sir, you're looking for cabbage? Yeah, that's a sweet potato. No, it's not it like that. No, I knew I had a general feel for it, but not good enough that I didn't read. I did. Totally. If you think that embarrassed you, me and Steve we have way better stuff than that. Not know what a cabbage looks like.
Yeah.
The headline again today, Bill, please.
It's just frozen fun.
Frozen fun.
The art of homemade ice.
I love
Simple as
the idea.
that.
Frozen fun. The art of homemade ice.
I love
and you're only getting, guys, remember, this window's small. This might be it. You have like a night or two left of this.
Night or two left.
And then after that, all of a sudden spring is here. Then this is over.
Yes. This was tiny.
So once you get this kind of weather, find a way to embrace it. What do? This is what we do. We make our own ice.
I love it. I'm going to do the old-fashioned thing.
Please report back on that.
So you're saying orange peel in there too.
What's that?
You got to go get some maraschino cherries.
Yes.
I don't think that's a tricky thing either.
No, that's not too hard. No, that's not that hard.
I believe in you to do that.
Oh, thanks.
I don't know if they still have it.
I do.
But there's nothing even close to Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's.
Not going back to
Trader Joe's has
thank you very much.
Trader Joe's has a pre-made old fashioned.
Oh, good God, really?
Yeah, that's
maybe you are
about to make a trip south.
Incredible. Yes. All I know is out of the blue, Laura's like, what is going on outside? Fun with ice. Frozen fun.
Just laid out flat. Where'd you laid out flat?
I was just doing the cocktail glass last night. Tonight's the glacier ice.
What's happening outside?
What's going on out there?
So now just how far would you fill the glass? Just like a couple inches?
No, I did a little bit more than that. I got a little aggressive.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit more. It's more than half.
Oh,
more than half.
Still pour drinking.
Yeah, it's fine. Trust me, you'll like it.
That is Bill's Thrill, sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid Plains Advisors. Let's play the game show. Give us a call right now at 464-5685. Your chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. Today's topic is not really that wild cardy for a Wednesday, but college basketball arenas.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll give you the name of the arena. You tell me what school plays there.
Okay, we got.
I'll hold it down. Have you stayed somewhat like historical?
I'd say these
like
are pretty much all historical, I'd say.
Okay.
These have not changed names for a long time, at least. With that.
You'll be surprised. You'll surprise yourself.
So 464-5685. Shut Up Sipple starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call the Nick Down Sip and Bill in trivia. Today's topic, college basketball arenas. Not trying to fool anybody here. I think these are all they're all gettable, I believe.
Okay.
Nothing's changed names in the last 5-10 years at all.
What are we this week? 1-1.
1-1 is the record. We have Aaron. Aaron, how do you feel about college basketball arenas today? Aaron scared.
Checked out.
Aaron dropped off.
Checked out.
What happened?
Aaron was there and then dropped off.
It's all right.
Ellie, what happened?
Sometimes you get scared of the topic.
Fine, Ellie. You're fine.
Freak out. Somebody's calling back in. This might be Aaron again. You never know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you call in before you know the topic, what it is, and when it's announced, you get stage fright, and you just click off.
Nothing worse than stage fright.
Pretty bad. She's getting us a new name. How many arenas have you been to for college basketball? Zip? How many do you think you've been to?
I mean, it's a strange question.
Why is that a strange question?
Big 12 arenas. We used to travel. Me and McKeever used to go to all the Big 12 sites. And sometimes,
you were traveling hardcover hoops. That'd have been incredible.
Writing columns, yeah. Back in the day.
KFC Yum Arena.
Louisville.
Brilliant. That was a layup. I'm glad you gave it to him.
You're welcome. 1-0 lead.
He always does that.
1-0
We're
lead.
always down 1-0.
It's not true. Zip, first question. What school plays at Bud Walton Arena?
I think I know.
I don't know. So far away.
Bud Walton.
Yes.
Arkansas.
Brilliant. That is brilliant. I had no idea.
Brilliant. You put the brilliant tag on
One
me.
time.
Brilliant.
Arkansas is correct. JR, to take the lead. Last question. What school plays at the Lloyd Noble Center?
Good God, Jay.
I have no clue.
Oh, well, hello.
Hello. 5.
No, I was about to count down.
Wow.
5.
Jake's been very stern with me.
4. There's an early countdown starts.
I have no idea. Let's go with Iowa State.
Good guess.
What is that one, Sip?
Remember the great Billy Tubbs by any chance?
Wayne and Tisdale.
Oh,
The
now
Tiz
we're going.
Playing the saxophone. Oh, yeah.
Oklahoma. Brilliant. It's been the Lloyd Noble Center since me and Bill were boys.
It's
Since
true.
we were kids.
Now, this is for the win, and Bill is in
50
play.
years.
Bill's in play here.
Hey, it's been the Lloyd Noble Center for 50
years.
For the win. What school plays at the Pit?
Oh, got this
Oh,
one.
you got
100.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it. Let me take it.
Yeah, take it.
New Mexico Lobos.
Brilliant. I was worried you might say state, but
Nope, he did.
Stayed in the color. You colored in the lines. Good job.
JR, thanks for calling in.
Thank you, JR.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
yeah,
JR, you should hang up. You got whipped.
Lloyd Noble.
All right, this is for
We dunked on his head.
So 2-1 starts the week.
2-1.
This is for you, Bill.
Okay.
What is the listed capacity of the Pit?
Listed. 12,609.
Okay, Sip over under that.
I've been there, by the way.
You have?
Yes, I covered NCAA gymnastics there back in the day. Francis Allen was going for the national championship. I think they lost.
He said 12,609.
I've been in that place. It struck me as smaller than that, so I'm going to go under.
15,411 actually is listed capacity of
Big.
the Pit.
And
That's
they
a big
sell it
arena.
out.
That is big.
What game was big there? What game was big?
They had a national championship there.
I'm hoping I'm right on this.
I think they had a national championship there,
They
right?
did.
Was it North Carolina State?
Yep.
And
NC State in Houston.
in Houston.
Yeah.
At the Pit.
That's where that's
was at the
the
Pit.
crazy play happened.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was at the where Jimmy Valvano's running around the court. I'm 98% sure
That was
it's
in
the
New
Pit.
Mexico.
Yeah.
Right.
Remember when Magic
I'm
Magic
98%
Magic beat Bird? It was in Salt Lake City, and the thing held like 14,000 or 12. Maybe
Better
30.
times.
Better
The
times.
Pit, by the way, was built in
How
1966. in New
about
Mexico.
that?
Great year.
What-
Great year.
How about that? Where are you guys do the national championship at? I don't know. Probably Albuquerque.
Got a good sized venue.
Let's go with Albuquerque.
That's incredible.
If we're wrong on that, please let us know. If we're wrong on that, if that's where NC State won. But I think you're right. When Jimmy Valvano was running around the court,
We'll confirm that during the break. When we come back, hour 3, Sean Callahan joins us next on Early Break on the Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
Healing the heart takes heart. Our dedicated team of cardiac experts is here for you with breakthrough treatments for serious conditions and expert advice for living longer with a healthier heart. We bring healing care to our community with over 90 cardiology specialists and subspecialists and more than 50 locations across Nebraska, southwest Iowa, and northern Kansas. Find out how we heal hearts with heart, starting with yours at chihealth.com/heart.
Attention! For the entire month of February, Acres has John Deere packaged oil and filters for 15% off. John Deere engineers its oil filters specifically for large ag equipment and commercial and residential mowers. With premium materials, these filters meet the unique demands of your farm and acreage. Following a strict maintenance routine with premium John Deere oil and filters ensures your equipment will run efficiently for years. Visit your local Acres store to start shopping today.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Load up on meat and more this winter at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. This week's special through March 4th is $1 off crisscross pretzels, buy one, get one free on hot dogs, and $2 off Piedmontese brats. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Abby with Midwest Bank. Stop by our new location at 70th and Pioneers. Our new full-service branch does it all. From our friendly staff to our easy online banking and mobile app, you get all the technology of a big bank that you need, but you still get the hometown customer service that you want. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank. Member FDIC.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Noticing more dust at home? It may be time for duct cleaning from Bryant. Breathe easy and healthy. Call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Husker Nation, it's your last chance to see Nebraska women's hoops in Pinnacle Bank Arena before they head to the Big Ten tournament. Head down to Pinnacle Bank Arena on Sunday, February 23rd at 2 p.m. to watch the Husker women's basketball team compete against Washington. It's senior night, so help them thank the seniors by creating a loud and proud sea of red in the stands. Get your tickets today for as low as $10. Head to huskers.com/tickets to secure your seats today.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, light snow possible this morning. Otherwise, partly sunny and cold. You see a high of 5 above. Tonight, mainly clear, very cold with a low of -18. And tomorrow, mostly sunny and cold, an afternoon high around 8 above. I'm meteorologist Kyle Klecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Wake up, Lincoln.
Good morning. Good morning.
It's great to stay up late. It's time for Early Break. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I like Stone.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
And here comes a sandwich from God.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
Hey, somebody grab me a mocha quick, would you?
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 3 on a Wednesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on early break. Been a fun show. Kind of been a wild show so far. Surly
It's been a great show. It's have a great rundown, Jake. That's why.
I think it's been
prepared.
Yeah,
Prepared.
we're prepared today.
What blanket came after us a little bit?
What you call him, Sip, on the
Wet blanket is the epitome of a troll.
I think he knows that. It's always been the
gig.
goal.
Yeah, it's this whole gig.
It's been the goal. That's fine.
Doesn't bother me any.
Well, we're now joined by Husker Online Sean Callahan. Sean, good morning. Sip believes he's got a troll right now after him on the show. How many trolls come after you guys at Husker Online on the message boards?
Oh God, that's a daily occurrence. You just got to deal with it.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, you got to push through, Sean, to Sip.
Sean, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Sean. Thanks for joining us. Nebraska running backs coach E.J. Bartho gets a pay raise and extension, Sean, after some interest apparently from Texas and Penn State. Were you surprised to hear of the interest from those schools to get him the pay raise?
I don't know the whole lay of the land here, but everybody got a pay raise. I mean, when you're Division I, and Bill can speak on this, it's pretty common standard. Year after year, you generally get a bump. And
Correct.
We saw that with Donovan Raiola. We saw Rob Dvorak. Now, Glenn Thomas, I haven't seen a new deal on him and if his changed yet. But that's pretty standard business. But, yeah, his deal had run out, I think was the story. And he was working the last month not under a deal. And the new terms kicked in February 1. So was he just trying to make some professional development and moves and look at some other options? And then Nebraska came to him and offered him, hey, we'll redo your deal and let's do 2 more years. I mean, what was the reasoning? I guess I would like to know why he was not signed on. And, as of this week, talking to Texas and even earlier this month, spoke with James Franklin about their running backs job. And this was reported by the Houston Chronicle and by Blue and White Illustrated on the On3 network from Texas and both Penn State. So it was interesting just to kind of see those things out there. I don't know if he was ever how legit it was. I never got the sense he was a top candidate for either, but his name was mentioned for both jobs.
Sean, how would you assess the job? You can do this. You're an analyst. How would you assess the job that E.J. Bartho has done at Nebraska?
Well, I think this year, look at the situation with Dante Dowdell. I mean, he came in the spring, and I can recall somebody in the spring saying, man, he's nowhere near ready playing. And then all of a sudden he came out and played well this year and did a good job this year. And Kentucky bought him off Nebraska's roster. So I thought he did a good job with Dowdell for what they wanted. I thought he's done a fine job with Emma Johnson as well to get him in that position. Do they have Amon Green or Lawrence Phillips or no? But they haven't had that guy in a long time at Nebraska. I mean, yes, Divino Zigbo was the last 1,000-yard back in 2018, but you really got to go back to Abdullah and Burkhead. And we're talking over 10 years ago, the last time Nebraska's had legit running backs. So it's been a challenge for a lot of coaches, but I think he's done a good job with what they have and what they're doing. And yeah, he'll get more time now.
Sean Callahan joins us. Sean, I always like to ask this because I think people do wonder what's going on right now. So what phase are the coaches and players in right now? The coaches are back off vacation, correct?
I believe, yeah, this is the week they're back in the office. I don't know if they're back working this week, but the mat drills, I think, start up this week. I think the mat drills are supposed to start up this week. I don't know that. We'll find out. I guess we'll find out more at St. Michael's Thursday, Sip. We're going to be right with a few of those guys Thursday at the Husker night. But, yeah, I think this is the week a lot of the guys are back up there.
Well, that was a promo.
That was a
promo. Let's talk about this promo.
Yeah, what is going on?
You dropped something there when you think the people need to hear about.
St. Michael's.
Yeah, we've got our Husker night, and we've done this over 10 years. And, Bill, you've done it with me before in the past, and we've had
it's
a great time.
Night, yes. Do it. If you're a fan, probably sold out, but wow, what an event Sean puts on.
We still have a few. Yeah, you walk up and buy. We'll have over 400, and Vince Ginta will be there, your good buddy Bill. And then
Vince. Oh, yes.
Jamar Mosey will be there, as well as John Butler. And then we've got 4 players at least scheduled to come right now: Dane Keene, Isaiah Hunter, Deshaun McCullough and Williams Winery. So we got a good lineup. And we'll interview the players up front and then show a breakdown of the recruiting class. And it's doors open at 6. It runs from 7 to 9. But yeah, it's a great night of content for Husker fans. We should have a lot of fun. And SIP's going to come this year.
Yeah, the key is doors open at 6. I'm not parking very far away.
That'll be a packed lot.
I got reserved parking for you, SIP.
That will be nice.
That's
They'll enjoy meeting Coach Mosey. He's really a good dude.
Why'd you say that, Bill?
He's just a great guy. It's just from going to see him when he was the head coach down in Kansas City.
You recruited there.
Yeah, and so you'll enjoy meeting him.
Sean, Sip wrote the other day about an approach from Ryan Day as a shift to a CEO-style head coach that helped Ohio State win it all. And, for Matt Rhule, is it the same way here? And how can that help Nebraska elevate?
I think it has to be. I mean, there's very few people that can be the play caller and be a good head coach. Osborne, obviously, one of the best. Saban, to an extent, was a CEO, but he obviously had a heavy voice of the defense. Pelini was the head coach with a heavy voice calling the defense or being involved in that. But yeah, I think when you get to this level now and all the things that are involved with it, it's hard to have your focus on running an offense or running a defense because you have so many other things to run with a program. Now Scott Frost will continue to call plays down at Central Florida. They announced that last week down there. So it's, you still see it that way. But I think it is becoming more the norm where the head coach hires 2 very capable coordinators. And I think that's the key. Matt Rhule believes he has that. We know Dana Holgerson's that guy, and John Butler's been a coordinator before in his career, and he has a lot of trust and faith in him running the defense. So then you have Phil Snow on the staff, who also has been a longtime coordinator right next to all these guys. So I do think he's built this staff with more experience in some of those key areas for those positions. And you even have Satterfield still here on the staff, another former coordinator. I just think it's a different looking staff across the board where you can be a CEO because you've got guys in place now with more experience.
Sean, this is not a question. This is a comment that I'd like you to respond to. I believe that it's maybe this CEO, this notion of Rhule being a CEO, doesn't call plays, is really important at this moment because of all the new faces that he has to play a role in tying all these guys together, getting them on the same page, getting the messages the same. It's a disparate group of guys. I think it might be more important than ever for Rhule. Am I wrong? This is a largely new staff now.
Yeah, and he's the leader of it. And I think we've talked about that a lot, Sip, how much turnover there's been. When you just break it down from soup to nuts of all the coaches that have changed out, all the supports, I mean, they've overhauled a lot up there in terms of moving out faces and things behind the scenes even. But, I think when Rhule got here, it happened so quickly when he was hired on Black Friday or the day after Black Friday. Mm-hmm. And then he had to get college football had changed a lot too in that point. When he left the game to when he came back, it changed a lot. And I think he learned a lot of, how he's got to do it now. And he said that on the Josh Pate interview. Whoever figures this out, whoever figures out how to do this with how the game is built right now is going to be successful. And that's his job. How do you figure out how to win in this new game? Because it's not like the NFL. It's not like the old college football. It's somewhere kind of a little bit of both. And you've got to figure out how to blend it all together and make this work.
Yeah, it's tricky because things are changing. He compared it to the NFL when he was at Carolina during COVID, and he was getting emails every day that would change the parameters of how they could practice and such. It's not like a daily occurrence now, but you're adjusting on the fly a lot now. So whoever can do that best and navigate the situation, it'll help. Now, as far as the recent news, Greg Sharp's passing, Sean, Greg Sharp, obviously a friend of yours, what was your takeaway on that matter? He died on Friday.
Yeah, just tough to know what he's been through the last year. I mean, it's kind of one of those. I remember I was in Costco when he announced on the radio show that he had cancer. And when he said in the pancreas area, I knew right away, God, this is not good. And I just had to like step away at that point because I knew how quickly that could go for people. But to his credit, he fought for the last year, announced 10 games this year of the 13 games. Wasn't able to do the bowl game, wasn't able to do the Illinois game. I think the USC game he took off. But for him what he was going through, to be able to have the power to do those games, call a Big Ten championship game this year in baseball, and even be a part of some of the TV shows and things they did. Greg was a fighter, and he died doing what he loved, and he didn't really want a lot of attention for it. He just wanted to keep doing his job all the way to the end. His daughter Emily is getting married on Saturday, and I just think about that family and what they've been through, and how Saturday is going to be a tough day, but also a very happy day because they knew what was coming. They obviously were prepared for this day and this week, and Greg's in a better place now, and he did so much for so many people over the years, and he'll be missed. I told you this on the air this week, Sipple. After Lyle Bremser, I believe he called the most football games on the radio of anybody in Nebraska football history in terms of the main play-by-play guy. He called more games than Pavelka, Rose, Warren Swain. Greg Sharp was here for a long time and left a big impact on Nebraska.
15 years, and you're saying Bremser was 40 plus.
Correct. Yeah.
40
and
plus years.
Technically, Greg started in 2007. He took over the final 4 games of 2007. Then he obviously became the full-time guy in 2008.
Okay. Yeah. It was a Kansas game in 2007 when he took over. I remember it vividly in Lawrence.
Yep. Leaves a great legacy. Sean, always great stuff. Appreciate the time. We'll chat with you again next week.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Husker Online, Sean Callahan.
Yes.
Sean?
Ryan Day, he gave up his play calling duties. He talked about this with Joel Klatt, and it was a fabulous interview by Klatt. Klatt pointed it out. Day, I got the impression that Day loves to be a play caller.
That's the hardest part about being some people get in to be a head coach because they love being a head coach. A lot of people got into football because they liked a phase of football, offense, defense, calling plays, being that's why they got into the sport. So if you loved offense, you love being a coordinator, you love calling plays. And so now the thing that's the most, you only get 12 guaranteed. That's it all year to do what you love. And then also during that time, you don't get to call it. You don't, because there's not enough time to be prepared enough really to call it. But that's where some people kind of go, what am I doing? Why this is the why I got into it. I like to call plays. I want to call defense. And all of a sudden you're not doing that. And that's a big deal. And, like a Saban, if you talk to anybody who worked for him, because he was brilliant, but on game day, he didn't call it.
Right.
Saban didn't call it, but he trained you how to call it. And he would obviously always have some form of input, I'm sure, on the headset. But people I know that actually coordinated for him, like, no, it was yours. It was your deal. And
I think that's the way to do it. And what Day said it was a really interesting interview. He said it allowed him, and he was pretty precise. It allowed him to address what needed to be addressed in a particular week. I mean, he went 1 week whole defense because the defense at that point was struggling. So whatever needed to be emphasized at a certain time was emphasized by the head coach because he could do it instead of spending time game planning, spending all his time with the quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? He could go, he said, we got in a really good rhythm with that in the playoff. It wasn't by accident that Ohio State marched through that playoff.
It was domination.
And it wasn't by accident that Ohio State was able to rebound from a debilitating loss in the game to Michigan.
Yeah, it was one of the more remarkable losses ever.
And then what happened?
At home,
right,
to a team that is not near as talented as you.
Michigan scuffled the entire season, and they ended their season by beating Ohio State and Alabama back-to-back.
It was startling. It was startling. Yet that day, I'm sure you remember. I
remember it clear as I remember. I go.
This can't be real.
This. All of a sudden, it's like, what?
They're gonna lose
this game. It was like. It was the most unbelievable thing. And I don't know. I wonder if they, like you said, I don't think if they win that game that they win it all.
Maybe not.
I mean, now they got to go to the Big Ten championship.
Mm-hmm.
So now the revenge game against Oregon is in the Big Ten championship game.
Right.
And so there's some things to it. Also, it really helped being a CEO now and not a coordinator is having the best roster in college football.
That helps.
That was a big plus because everybody said
substantial.
across the board, it was kind of like, well, who's the best? Because I'll tell you what, Will Howard played really good. Not kind of good. He
Really
played
good.
really
you're
good.
Absolutely right about that.
And just across the board, and they had the best talent. They had the best talent of every team. But also that happens sometimes. You have the best talent, you don't win it.
You don't win it.
That happens a lot.
Yep.
They lost to Michigan. You wouldn't trade teams.
No.
No, you wouldn't have traded teams. So it does
Hell
happen.
no. Trade quarterbacks?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But you do miss that part of it. It's a part that you miss of being able to do that.
When we come back, we got a special guest in studio. There's a great event on Saturday in the Haymarket called Bachfest. Cody Schmick, the owner of Beer
Are
House
you kidding me?
in Kincaid, is in studio with us next on Early Break on the Ticket.
Bagels & Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. You can't go wrong with one of their great bagel sandwiches or breakfast burritos. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln or their location in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and on behalf of the entire Koppel team, we would like to say thank you to all of our loyal customers and employees that have allowed us to become one of the most successful GM dealerships in the country for the past 50 years. So we are celebrating that with some huge discounts. Right now, we have up to $13,500 off MSRP or 0% APR on select new models, and new Blazer EVs are leasing for $279 a month with 0 down. So check us out online at koppelcars.com. All deals with approved credit. See dealer for details.
Well, it's the middle of winter, the holidays are over, and the weather is unpredictable. Isn't there anything to look forward to? You bet there is. Cash Blast from your Nebraska Lottery is back. Until April 1st, buy a 2x2 ticket and enter the voucher number online for a chance to win one of 7 weekly drawings for $5,000 or $500. And if your voucher is from a 7-day draw ticket, your prize is doubled. Hey, there's nothing like a little green to cure the winter blues. 2x2 top prize odds, 1 in 105,000.
Husker fans, Nebraska needs you in the vault for the last 2 women's basketball games on Wednesday, February 19th and Sunday, February 23rd. Their last 2 opponents, Oregon and Washington, have never played in Pinnacle Bank Arena before. Give these 2 new Big Ten members a warm Nebraska welcome and show them why Nebraska fans are the best in the nation. For a limited time, you can secure your spot at both games for just $10. This deal won't last long. Get your tickets before tip-off on Wednesday to cash in on this incredible offer. Go to huskers.com/tickets to secure your seats today.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between, we'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Mulberry Barbecue now has a brand new second location to help all your lunch and dinner cravings. Stop by their newest location at 6125 Apples Way near Lowe's off of Highway 2. They have everything from smoked turkey sandwiches to brisket burritos to burn-in sandwiches and pulled pork. Try a dinner plate option of barbecue nachos, a half-smoked chicken, a full slab of ribs, and so much more. Mulberry Barbecue open Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 11th and Cornhusker Highway, and now at 6125 Apples Way in South Lincoln.
At Planet Fitness, we're declaring it. This is the year of getting stronger. And future stronger you can get started now by saving $28 or more when you join today. You in? We have all the best-in-class equipment you could ever need to keep stepping it up. And free fitness training to help you mix up your routine. Plus, most clubs are open 24 hours. So let's do this. Join Planet Fitness today and save $28 or more. Just $1 down, $15 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends February 28th. See Home Club for details.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today: light snow possible this morning. Otherwise, partly sunny and cold. We'll see a high of 5 above. Tonight, mainly clear, very cold with a low of -18. And tomorrow, mostly sunny and cold. An afternoon high around 8 above. I'm meteorologist Kyle Klecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This,
I'm not on drugs. I'm not drunk.
Is Early Break. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I think it's been very clear over the last couple of years of us all being together on the stool and the show that I like to partake in beverages, adult beverages.
You do. You like beer.
Have you noticed that, Bill?
Beer.
Whether it's at bars, at the house,
Got
out
a text
and about.
at noon. I'm at a drink-a-thon.
That was
Saturday.
I was at one in Sioux City this past
I was amazed
week.
at the term drink-a-thon.
Drink-a-thon, and then I told you I'd be in the ER.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, guess what? Good news for me and for people like me is that there's an event like that this weekend at Beer House in the Haymarket, and who better to tell us about it than the owner of Beer House himself, also the owner of Kincaidor and Sideshow Spirits, Cody Schmick, with us in studio. Cody, good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, guys. Thanks for having me.
Are you pumped? Are you ready?
Dude, we're ready. We're going to have a heat wave this weekend. I don't know if you guys saw. It's going to get up to almost 40 degrees. Last year we were blessed with a day of about 60 degrees on this, so I'm hoping that 40 will bring people out.
It will.
Yeah, I think so. I think people are going to be ready to get out of the house after this week. And so, yeah, this is our second year for our Bachfest. Think of it almost like a winter Oktoberfest is the best way that I can describe it. We're going to have polka bands. We're going to have sausage, pretzels, beer, cocktails. It's going to be a ton of fun. Last year, I think we had about 2,000 people out to this event, dress warm, but we're going to have heaters throughout the entire street there. We closed the street down on 8th Street from P to O. So it's going to be awesome. We have the outdoor bar. We're going to be playing Hammerschlagen. I don't know if you guys have ever played Hammerschlagen before.
What is that?
So it's some people in Alaska, they call it stump. And in Germany, they call it Hammerschlagen. But you basically bring out a tree stump and everybody starts with a nail. And you get one swing on that nail and then you pass that hammer around. You have to keep a beer in the other hand. And the first one to sink their nail into that stump wins the game. So it just stuff like that, traditional. We got shot ski coming. It's super fun. It's a fun game. We've got a coach that kind of a Hammerschlagen expert, if you will. So yeah.
Did you fly him in? Did he have to come?
He looks like his name is Corey. Man, Corey does a great job. Him and his wife Carrie, they come in. It's a very safe game. They've studied all the rules. He takes Hammerschlagen very, very seriously.
All right.
So, yeah.
And there's pretzels and sausage.
Yes.
Yeah,
the polka band has been my biggest intrigue so far.
When we opened this German beer house, let's see, it would have been in 2022 now, late 2022. We decided right then we were going to do pretzels and sausage to go along with beer and cocktails, right? And so my dad, who's been a butcher for over 50 years, is making all of the sausages. My brother has been a butcher for 25 years. He's helping with the sausages. We get pretzels from a bakehouse. They're fantastic. If you're going to serve only 2 items on your menu, they better be good. So,
wow, sausage, pretzels, and polka.
Yep.
At Bachfest.
What else do you need?
Now, you were trying to tell me and Bill off the air what exactly makes a Bach beer. Tell us that.
So the Bach Lager is a style of beer. Comes out this time of year. It is you've heard of like an amber Bach, right?
Absolutely.
So it's a little bit darker, a little bit more full-bodied beer. But what we do is we have a professional beer poker there as well. We heat up hot irons. That hot iron, you'll go to the bar, get your beer, take it over to the poking station. He's going to put a hot iron in that beer. The hot iron kind of has a chemical reaction. It caramelizes the sugars, kind of pulls those out of the beer. It gives you this really nice smoky flavor, and the head on that beer almost kind of turns into a marshmallow. It's fantastic. People love it. That's a really cool process.
There's a whole world out there.
You and me have no idea.
Right.
You guys, hey, what are you doing? Have a beer. What are you doing out in the garage?
Poker in there.
He's heating up the poker.
Dude, I've been in a garage drinking with some guys as we're poking beers before in the middle of winter.
This is all new to me.
It's not hot beer. That's what people say. Is the beer hot? No, it's the beer's still cold.
Oh.
All it does is just caramelize those sugars, brings them to the top, and you get this really nice smoky, sweet flavor that you wouldn't get normally.
Sell this again. When's this all happening?
This is Bachfest. It's Saturday at Beer House. Again, you're gonna block off part of the street. Is it?
Yeah. So we actually start blocking down the street on
tonight
on Friday. On Friday.
Might as well.
Right.
Yeah,
not yet.
Well, it's a big event.
But we decided this event is going to be 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. while the sun's straight up above. Right. So if we're going to try to get the hottest part of the day, and then we got a DJ that'll go inside a beer house, and we're going to push you off the street about 6 o'clock. The party doesn't end, but on the street, we're going to push you off. When that sun goes down, it's going to get pretty cold after dark. But in the daytime, we've got beautiful weather this Saturday.
You have put together a wonderful event. Congratulations.
Thank you. And you haven't even been to it yet.
No, but it sounds great.
How many? Let me ask. I've got to know this.
It is a great event.
How many hot pokers do you have? Like, what's
good question.
Yeah, I want to know.
You
this.
bet. So we have usually 2 pits. So I have my buddy Mike Samick. He's a Lincoln kid, grew up, born and raised here. His brother comes up from Texas. They're my pokers. So they have a little station. We have a fence around it. I think the station we have has 6 pokers in it, and there people can come up, put their beer down, get it poked, and move on. Yeah,
6.
Yep.
Is it like? And are the pokers heated electronically, or are they like over an open fire? What are we doing?
So we actually have a little propane fire that we've found that propane burns the cleanest to be able to do this, so it doesn't put any off flavors.
Is there anything you guys haven't thought of? This is ridiculous.
Way ahead of everything.
Well,
Jake, you're going.
I need to go. Listen, I'm available. I will be there Saturday. Count on it.
Well, I got to tell you guys, the Polka Police are actually kicking this thing off. And if you've never seen these guys, do you guys remember that show Reno 911 where the cop had the short shorts?
Absolutely.
Love the show. So this is 2 brothers. They dress in these full cop uniforms with shorts. I'm excited to see if they're going to wear the shorts this weekend or not. But these guys come out and they do mega hits in polka fashion. So they'll be doing Journey and Neil Diamond and all these huge.
Can I get a room down here? I'm getting a room. This sounds incredible.
We're going to be involved in this, or just you?
Just me in the room by myself. I'll text her, let her know where I'm at.
Hey, what an event!
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. You know, we've been selling tickets like crazy. Here's the thing: if you go to Beer House, spelled the German way, BIERHAUSNE, like Nebraska.com, beerhousene.com, or just Google German Beer House in Lincoln, and it'll come up. We in our events page there, you can grab a ticket. If you do pre-buy the ticket, you get a free beer token at the door. If you don't pre-buy the ticket, it's just $10 at the door. So
$10 at the door.
$10 at the door. If you pre-buy, you get a free beer with that
like
$10.
A steal to me, by the way.
Yeah. We just want to get a bunch of people out of the house, right? Our competition is Netflix and staying home, right? We want to get them out of the house. We want to.
Well, Netflix has the NFL now.
Apparently, they might
but not this weekend.
Sure. Not showing a rerun of the Super Bowl.
No.
We're joined by Cody Schmidt, again, owner of Beer House, can cater, and Sideshow Spirits. And that's not it, because the Bachfest is on Saturday. Please get Beer House
February 22nd. Yep.
BeerHouseNE.com for tickets. But beyond that, there's something else you have that's brand new, and that's called the Howler House. Now, what is that for those who have no idea what that is?
So I am a huge fan of stand-up comedy. It's exploding all over the world. Stand-up comedy has never been bigger than what it is today, if you can believe it. So there has been some groups that have really kind of blown this up over the years. Lincoln is big enough to have a comedy club, right? Like we have the population, we have the demographic, but we don't have a comedy club here. There's some folks that are doing some shows, and you know, I know that like some great groups doing some great comedy shows, but nobody's really doing this. So I'm working with our landlord at Beer House. Most people don't know this, but underneath Beer House, there's this beautiful space there that fits around 150 people. It's just kind of an amenity to the building. So I went to the landlord and said, hey, if I wanted to do a pop-up comedy club down here, would you guys be open to that? And they're like, absolutely, yeah. So we're going to do our first show. We're bringing in 2 comedians, Heath Cordes and Layla Ingalls. They're from the Kill Tony podcast. If you've never heard of Kill Tony, it's the biggest comedy podcast in the world.
Wow.
And these guys are regulars on that, and they're on tour right now. So they're selling out dates all over. We have 2 shows for this. We have a 6:30 p.m. show and a 9 p.m. show. This is on February 28th. So this is a week after Bachfest.
Yes.
The 9 o'clock show is almost sold out. I think we have like 4 tables left. The 6:30 show, we still have some space, but come support some comedy, and let's see if we can do this. What our team is going to try to do is sell out 6 to 10 of these events over the next year. And if it goes well and people are excited about comedy and they come out and they buy a ticket, we're going to expand this, and we're going to open up more shows throughout the year.
Sounds like a slam dunk.
That's why I love Cody. Never stops. He's always inventing things, innovating things.
Yeah, tell him whoa, not go. That's a good thing.
Yeah, you have some promoter in your blood, it seems.
Yeah, yeah. I love just throwing good parties, man. That's really what it comes down to.
Well,
I like getting people out, you know.
How can people buy tickets for the Howler House
Yeah,
show?
so actually at the exact same place. So
Okay.
we're hosting it all on the Beer House website. So if you go to Beer House NE, that's BIERHAUS, the German spelling, NE.com. Scroll down to our events, you're going to see Bachfest, and you're going to see our first ever comedy show. We're calling the club Howler House. But we're negotiating with some like huge like Daryl Hammond off of SNL. I'm talking to his agent right now.
That's a big name.
Brian
That's a big
Callahan,
name.
you know, he's part of Rogan's crew. I'm talking to his agent right now. So we've got some great shows coming down the line. This is our first one. We want to sell this one out. If we sell this one out, we're gonna go big.
I just got a personal text saying how much for a table. Somebody wants to buy a table.
Yeah. So
pricing
tickets are right up front by the stage. We have $39 a person.
Okay.
Back just a couple rows, we start $29 a person. I think there's one VIP table left, which is $39 a person.
Okay.
And then everything else is $29. So just get on beerhousene.com. Yeah.
Date night.
You need to come to both.
date night.
February 26th, Bachfest, February 28th. 4 comedians, Howler House. My buddy Joel, he's a great local comedian. He's actually going to MC the whole thing for us, do about 10 minutes to start, and then pass it off to these professionals that are touring through. So, yeah.
Wow.
Big stuff.
This
Big
is a
stuff
slam
happening.
dunk. Lincoln changed today. Lincoln got better.
Cody is changing Lincoln for the
got
better.
today.
Entertainment.
Saturday again.
Yeah, let's recap. So this Saturday, the 22nd, this Saturday, Bachfest.
Yep.
11 a.m.
11 a.m. to
6 p.m.
Yep.
outside, and the party
I
goes
think
inside
you have an
after
answer
that.
for the spring game right now. This is no
So
spring
Cody-
game. Don't worry about
let
it.
Cody
Just
throw
be
the
here
party.
Saturday. Just be here Saturday.
There's our answer.
There's our answer right here.
Yeah.
Hey,
you bet.
The
That's
guy
a great
fixed
idea.
everything in one
Me and
segment.
Bill do nothing. We do
Yeah.
nothing.
I've never put a hot iron, like a curling iron, in my beer.
And we
Yeah.
are thinking about going to
Yeah.
this.
Yeah,
You
we're
guys
thinking
should,
about
man.
going.
You guys should.
Yes.
You guys should. Here, listen. No excuse now. I'm going to hand you guys over these. Here's
Whoa.
your tickets right there. I'm going to even
Whoa.
buy your
You got
tickets.
tickets. I'm
yeah.
keeping this for myself. So
Thank you, Cody.
Yeah, you bet, guys.
And great
You bet.
job on the mic, by the
Yeah.
way.
Thank you, man.
He's
Thank
a
you.
star.
Yeah.
He's a star.
Yeah, you know what you're doing.
BeerHouseNE.com. BIERHAUSNE.com for
That's it.
tickets to Bachfest this Saturday, and also the Howler House comedy show on the 28th. 2 different shows, 6:30 and 9 o'clock.
p.m. Yep. 9 p.m.'s have just about sold out. 6:30. Yeah, we still have some space left. So
Why not
Yeah.
come down and get a soft pretzel and a beer?
Yeah, and sausage and
You want-
polka.
yeah, the whole 9 yards. Yeah.
Can I tell you guys
Yeah.
about my vision for that?
I wish
site?
you would.
Yeah.
Please
Yeah.
do.
So we opened this beer house, like I said, a couple years ago. It's right on the corner of 8th and P. We're across from some great businesses, the Oven, the Mill. I mean, some of Lincoln's best businesses, right? I love being on that corner. I'm going to argue that's one of the best corners in the state. We opened that. It was a Scooters before. We opened up half of it. beer house just instantly took off. We expanded it. We've added actually a rooftop. You guys should come to a live remote mode on the rooftop.
We should.
That'd be fun. So
6 a.m. would be rough up there, but summertime maybe.
No, right today be tough.
Don't do it.
I'm going to be
Before
frozen.
today,
You have to
Cody.
get that poker. I have to get that thing going a lot.
I don't know if you guys have been up there, but we built an
have.
entire bar in a shipping container and lifted that up to the 4th floor. And it is from one bar seat. You can turn this way and see the Capitol, turn this way and see Memorial, and turn this way and see Pinnacle without ever getting out of your bar seat. So it's one of the best places to have a beer in the state.
It is incredible.
Wow.
And he is Cody Schmick, owner of Beer House, can cater
I'm
and
exhausted.
science show spirits.
I'm literally exhausted.
I need a nap.
There's too much. The information was a lot for me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Come to Bachfest this weekend, on Saturday, beerhousene.com. And by the way, before we get to break, I've got 2 free tickets.
Yes.
If you want to go to Bachfest,
how do you get them,
Nick,
Jake?
Caller 5 right now at 402-464-5685 will win 2 free tickets to Saturday's Bachfest to see us all down there having a good time and having some great beers. So, Cody, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, guys. This was fun.
We'll see you on Saturday, and maybe we'll see you at the comedy show as well.
That sounds great.
Wrap things up next, an early break in the ticket.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at doorsplusllc.com or give them a call at 402-590-5800.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I'm proud of my Nebraska roots, and I'm proud to be back home. And at Midwest Bank, they're proud to be your local community bank. They believe in family first, taking initiative, showing integrity, and rolling up their sleeves to support their local communities. They treat everyone like family, no matter where you're from. Whether you walk into a branch in York, Lincoln, Norfolk, or Pierce, you know you're going to be welcomed with a smile. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today. When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call John Henrys at 402-435-5555 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-435-5555.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934. 8934 HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Doren. God bless you.
Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. You can't go wrong with one of their great bagel sandwiches or breakfast burritos. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln or their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
At Planet Fitness, we're declaring it. This is the year of getting stronger. And future stronger you can get started now by saving $28 or more when you join today. You in? We have all the best in-class equipment you could ever need to keep stepping it up. And free fitness training to help you mix up your routine. Plus, most clubs are open 24 hours. So let's do this. Join Planet Fitness today and save $28 or more. Just $1 down, $15 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends February 28th. See Home Club for details.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and on behalf of the entire Koppel team, we would like to say thank you to all of our loyal customers and employees that have allowed us to become one of the most successful GM dealerships in the country for the past 50 years. So we are celebrating that with some huge discounts. Right now, we have up to $13,500 off MSRP or 0% APR on select new models, and new Blazer EVs are leasing for $279 a month with 0 down. So check us out online at koppelcars.com. All deals with approved credit. See dealer for details.
Hey, Reese, you hungry? You know I am, Mama. Let me introduce y'all to my canes. We got chicken fingers. They hit the spot, baby. Fries are golden crispy, Texas toast crunchy, and they cane sauce right. You go to coleslaw right here. Ooh, Lord help me. This sweet tea makes me sweet. That's what my mama said. So what are you doing right now? Get your mom to take you to Raising Cane's chicken fingers. Hello.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover, sponsored by our friends at Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. Thanks again to Cody Schmidt for coming in. Just all
Cody
sorts
wore
of
us
stuff.
out.
Bachfest this Saturday, and also the Howler House Comedy Club. I know that Bill, you're a fan of Nate Bargatze. He won't be there, but
you never know.
As Cody said, stand-up comedy is massive right now in this country.
Oh, why is that? You think?
I don't know.
Well,
Why do you think it is?
Is it the government? I think it's the government.
I just want to be very delicate. I think people need a break from the craziness of.
Probably not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Not a bad assessment there.
I guess couldn't imagine like that. It's one of those professions that just it intrigues me to no end, because of just that I'm going to try to. I guess stand up and I got to be funny, not to be extremely original. I'm just the things that are being said and done. Like how many times you go like, Dave, that was really good. But I remember George Carlin doing that. Like 45 years ago, that same bit or something like that. What you might have had it might be an original idea in your head.
Fresh material now.
Yeah, all the time, and then all of a sudden you're up there and a couple things just die because all crowds aren't the same. Sometimes you might just hit, it might not hit. It's brutal.
It'd be hard. It wouldn't be easy. It's an art, and people who do it well are incredible.
I can't imagine going up on stage and just getting no laughs. That'd be horrible. That's every time you put yourself out there.
Also, when they're Jake, you'd get laughs. Be yourself.
You're an albino.
Look at me. Look at the albino. I'm not even going to talk. Just look at me.
I'm joking. You'd be fine. Bill would be great.
But also,
too.
I mean, I'm sure the great ones have some little things, ways they can do cues. But I've been to some of the events where they have a comedian. He goes for 45 minutes or whatever it is, and he's got no cue cards. No, they're good, but he just has. It's like a memorized speech. Like, now I'm hitting 100. On this. I'm hitting. There's got to be times, and all of a sudden, you'll see him kind of. All of a sudden, boom, they go into the next thing. Boom. So it's an art and guts that it takes to get up there. A lot
of guts.
A lot of guts.
Absolutely.
What are you? Stand-up comedian. It's like, okay, you didn't choose the easiest life.
Well, think about like if you're a singer, you can have your band do a 5-minute song. You can just chill there. There's no time. This is you.
It's just you.
There's nobody that can help bail you out. It is you and you only.
Why are we talking about this? Because
Cody Schmidt was here.
Cody.
And again, this Saturday, Bachfest, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. outside. The party moves inside after that. Sausages, pretzels, tons of great beer.
Hot pokers will be put into your beer. That'd be something I've never heard of or seen before. And
sounds good.
I would like to. I tell you, there's one thing I would like to be at the event and not known about that, because I would have been I'd have been like, what is going on over here?
This is amazing.
Yeah, I'm still amazed by it.
Good.
I bet it is tasty.
Tickets, beerhousene.com. BIERHAUSNE.com for that. And then also for the comedy show the next week.
Do you think
the 28th
on the
comedy show.
on the event Saturday, do you think Cody will have any energy?
Yeah.
You think Cody will be, if you talk to him, was he gonna be like, oh, thanks for coming? Should be a fun time.
Nope,
not
Cody will be there the whole time. He won't hide from anybody. He'll be out and about talking to everybody.
He'll be with the.
You know Cody.
I do know Cody.
He's got
well.
people coming, doing polka, doing modern songs in polka. With shorts on,
police
outfits with
like
shorts.
Reno
911. That
sounds fun.
That sounds incredible. That probably what intrigues me the most is that I want to hear him do AC/DC in a polka form in police shorts.
I bet it's really good.
Before we go, again, just a reminder: Nebraska basketball tonight, 5:30.
Are you guys committed to watching this?
Yes, I don't miss Nebraska
Bill?
games.
I don't know. I just
Bill, don't give me an I don't know.
No, I want him. No, I'll be able to see some of it. I'm sure. I just hope the same thing. We want one thing to happen. Want Nebraska to win, but you hope it's not good early because you want the meltdown. I want the text from Jake. I love the whole thing. Well, looks like they made the point spread right. Yeah, we'll get where that text will come out. If they hit their first three, oh great, no D tonight. Down 3-0, there'll be just a meltdown. Here comes the pizza at the window.
Oh, great, no D tonight.
Well, hang on, and guess what? Something has changed since the start of the show. I've just looked right now. So when we began the show, I told you Penn State was a 1.5 point favorite. As of right now, at 8:56 a.m., Nebraska now a 1.5 point favorite.
Yeah, because we turned it. We turned it. We told people to
listen to the show.
They listen to the show and they bet a lot. A lot.
I did tell Brian, who came in a breaker.
Yes, he won. He beat you on Monday in the game show.
He said put a pile on Nebraska
Yeah.
if you're so inclined.
Yeah, this is the time to get. This is the time you make your year right
no,
here.
I'm serious. I mean, I think Nebraska wins this game by 12 plus.
I'm going to go by 4 plus.
When you said 1.5, I mean that Penn State, they're horrible. They have they're not even trying to play right now. If you look, just look at the scores. They're not.
They've been blown out many times the last 7 games.
Yeah, they're
odd.
They lost to number 17 team on. They flew from Washington, the state of Washington, to Penn State and beat them on the road.
And that team is second to last in the conference. Oh, by the way,
what an odd line that was. It's still it's still kind of odd that Nebraska's not more than 1.5.
I'll take Nebraska by 5. Uncomfortable, but a win.
I think it's comfortable tonight.
I hope you're right, but Bill hopes not for the sake of
just
the
part
text
of it.
chat.
I want part of it to
I know
be
what you mean
because that's fun because that's the meltdown is extremely entertaining.
And last thing, official prediction: more fans at the Howard Jones concert in Omaha, or more fans at Nebraska, Penn State.
I've won Howard Jones.
I'm gonna go Penn State.
But are we counting like managers and people are sweeping them? That's my question. Yeah, just fans, true fans.
I wish I was more.
Can you go, Jake? Can you go to StubHub?
Yes.
See how much the ticket is tonight for tonight's game.
Right now.
Give us the rundown.
I'd like to know a Howard Jones ticket too.
How can we get it? What would it cost if you're just in Pennsylvania right now?
Well, I'm seeing right now on let's go Vivid Seats, the ESPN app. They say tickets as low as $3 for Nebraska.
$3
go for virtually free.
Virtually free.
Virtually free.
I'm going to say if you walked around the arena, someone's going to be like, "Hey, you going? I got 4 tickets if you want them."
If I were Howard Jones, I'd worry right now. I'd be worried.
I'd be worried that people going to get in for free and beat me on this.
No, I'd be worried about Howard Jones that you're going to walk out. There's nobody going to be there.
Oh, I can see nobody.
It's cold.
I'm trying to find ticket prices for Omaha for Howard Jones. I'm seeing the cheapest is $17 for that.
Mm-hmm. If I had a little more zip, guys, I'd go just to assess
I'd like
it.
No way I'm paying 17. I'd have to be. It's got to be under 10 for me to go to this.
Oh, you would consider it.
I'd consider it for yes. Just to assess it. Yes.
Yeah.
If anybody's going to Howard Jones, please let us know.
Please get a
and give
picture
us,
of this.
please
hold on.
Take a picture of the crowd for us.
Well, if someone's going, please report into us tomorrow.
We need a phone call.
Is there anyone that's going or does go right away? Need to hear from you tomorrow and get a photo of the crowd. There's a chance there's 100 people. There's a chance of that.
And by the way, if you recall at Washington, we had a breaker there that had a sign. If anybody, Nebraska fan, is a breaker and going to the Penn State game, please send a picture of the sign. We'll send you some swag.
Do you think
promise.
Will Joe chime in? Could we send him some?
Smoking Gun Joe will definitely send jerky your way.
Joe will send jerky.
I'll say it for him.
Yes, we're talking for other people now.
I think Joe.
Joe, be aware that
Joe. If we see a sign of
please be careful.
Proof
be
of
careful. We can get ourselves in a pickle here.
At Nebraska Penn
The
State.
FCC
Jerky's
is gonna
coming
be
your
called.
way.
The
Spending
FCC.
Joe's money.
Yes. Joe, and also you'd like to have it personally autographed, and if you could fly out to give it to him, it'd be great.
That's it for us. The drive is next. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Hey farmers, do you run a precision planting monitor in your planter tractor? Voigt Farm Outfitters is hosting our annual 2020